Let us win. Please, God. Please don't let me suffer today, God. Please. Please, God, don't let me suffer today. Ah!
I just had to throw Adam in there, but Strasbourg Steve is going to join us. We're just going to do a little weekend recap type thing, mostly about the City game, but I'm sure he'll give us some great insight to how terrible his team was against Arsenal yesterday. But everyone, welcome back. I am back. I was away. I did watch the game, of course. I watched the game on my phone, so it was very small, but uh, interesting game in the cup. City did win the game, and we have advanced to our fourth consecutive FA Cup final. That is absolutely crazy. So very exciting. If you want to say the treble's on, you can say it, but I'm not quite. I'm being a little superstitious, so I'm not going to say it yet. But I mean, you do have to. We have won the Carabao Cup. That's trophy number one. We got to the final for trophy number two, and we'll just see what happens in the league. But good weekend for be a City fan. You know, I got the Shark shirt on, more for the San Jose Sharks, but their season's over. But Manchester City Sharks, we're back. Actually, not for a while. We're not back. We don't have a game until next Monday. Welcome, Thunder Road. Vamos. Hey, Connor. Thanks for jumping over, Connor. We love having you. Thank you to anybody who was watching me a few minutes ago on Mancunian Way. We did I jumped into his recap. Got a little spicy over there, like always, but you know, that's just how these streams are. You have emotions, you have debates, you have conversation, and I think I think it was a good stream. You know, we're here to have another one. And look, there's Adam. He heard his own name, or he heard his voice, so he came back to it. So, but so game yesterday. Pep, the big news is when he dropped the lineup, and we saw the Leverkusen lineup. It was Trafford, Nunes, poor Nunes, this poor guy. Nunes just has to play every game, doesn't he? Nunes, Ake and Stones. Nori was playing. Nico Gonzalez got to play at the 6 for once. Kovacic made his first start of the season. So he played Ryan Turkey, and then it was I'm spacing out. Who are the wingers? Dude, I'm spacing out. I forgot. I gotta look it up. I did not come prepared for this, did I? Marmouche was starting as a center forward, and we'll have to discuss that. But who the heck were these wingers? I'm blanking. I had quite a bit to drink last night, so that's probably part of it. Oh no, it's Turkey and Foden. That's what it was. Oh, and Johnny Rangers in midfield. That's what it was. That was it. It was a different shape. That's why I got all confused. But yeah, a lot of rotation, a lot of players who haven't played in a while. Like I don't even remember the last time Johnny Rangers came onto a game. Foden had been coming onto games kind of as a sub recently. He didn't for Burnley, but before the games before Burnley, he was a first sub in the cup final. He was the first sub against Liverpool in that game. So where did Steve go? Steve is making some pizza. Everybody wants pizza right now. It's pizza o'clock. I had pizza for dinner last night. It was quite good. Hey, Steve Black is back. I love having you. So yeah, there he is. Strasbourg Steve is back. I was just kind of going through the lineup a little bit today for City and talking about all the rotation, but just we're recapping how the game went. Were you watching it at all? Because you had your awful game.
No, I watched enough to have some solid opinion. It was back and forth. It was back and forth first half. I thought Southampton was slightly better.
I thought Southampton, they stuck to their game plan really well, and they were frustrating us, and they were doing on the counter. The offside trap was working wonders for City.
Yeah,
and it had to because I don't think we had the recovery pace.
And they exposed that a few times.
But we don't have to worry about it because the offside trap worked every single time.
Yeah.
Adam had a kebab. Yeah, is it pineapple? No. Is it pineapple pizza?
This is just cheese.
Strasbourg Steve will never eat pineapple. I'm just gonna say that.
No, I like pineapple.
Oh wow!
Not on a pizza.
That is a hot debate in the chef community.
Not on a pizza. Are you joking? No.
Canadian bacon.
The people put apples on pizza.
Actually, sometimes they do in the bougie places. Apple with arugula and balsamic and fig and blue cheese, that kind of stuff. Yeah, the bougie pizzas.
That just hurts.
Quattro formaggi. That means 4 cheese.
Yes.
Yeah, so that first half was kind of interesting.
Back and forth. Southampton was slightly better.
I would agree with that. Better. Yeah, I wouldn't say it was much.
Marmouche missed a chance or two first half. I think that was about it. You guys
struggled. I thought Marmouche really struggled.
Couldn't finish in the
he just couldn't finish his dinner. But I thought Rangers looked lively.
Yes.
Considering how much time he's missed, I thought he looked decent. We all know I'm the world's biggest Nico G fan, but I wouldn't even say he had a great game, but he had the great moment in the second half. But I think he did his job. I don't think he needed to come in there and be spectacular because, again, one of my biggest gripes is that people seem disappointed with him when he's not Rodri, and he's just never going to be Rodri, and that's okay. He doesn't have to be Rodri. He wasn't Rodri yesterday outside of the goal, and guess what? We won the game. So,
yeah,
six.
How did you feel about the first half though?
I thought City they looked like a team that had never played together. I think that the patterns weren't quite there. Some of the ball movement was kind of slow. There was some side to side, excuse me, from, particularly from Nico G. I thought Foden struggled mightily.
Anonymous.
He just did not make any impact at all. And it hurts because, I'm a big Phil Foden backer. And I want to see him do well because I have seen him do well, and I think he's a great player. And I think we're a better team when we have Phil Foden at his best, and he's just not at his best right now. He's not even good right now. I thought he was poor yesterday, so that was disappointing. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say it was all his fault. But it was not. It was difficult to watch. He wasn't any good. But yeah, there are chances. I wouldn't say a lot of them were like super great ones. Yeah, it's just Marmouche. What's this?
Couldn't stay outside either.
The problem, he can't finish. I think a lot of that is just rust. I don't remember the last time Marmouche came on a game. Or when he started a game. What was the last time he probably started was against you in the cup, which was what, 2 months ago?
Wow.
I don't even know. Was it? No, it wasn't 2 months ago. That was a couple weeks ago. What was that? Right after the break? So maybe 2-3 weeks ago?
He came on against Liverpool.
He can't fight against a team that's not named Newcastle United.
He came on versus Liverpool. So that was
20-something
days ago. 20-something days ago.
Yeah, that's a long time. Sluggish and ponderous, need more tempo. Yeah, I did need a little bit more tempo, but there were no tempo setters out on the field or on the pitch. And, that is an aspect that, if Nico G does want to step up and be a better 6, that is something he needs to add to his game. I have no issues.
Game.
Well, if it's not his game, then you find a player who can do that
to
complement him in the midfield. If of the games he plays, again, he's not going to start every game. We got into a debate on Mancunian Way about should he, if Rodri goes, would we be comfortable with him as a 6? I think you can as a stopgap, but you're probably going to look for a better player. Problem is signing one because they're good 6s. There aren't very many of them in world football.
Yeah, but good scouting, it crushes all of that because, there are players out there that I don't even know about that when a club buys them and then they ball out, then they go to another club and ball out. This happens. Like Kusanov, Kusanovs don't grow on trees until they do. He was in Belarus for fuck's sake, during COVID and just hooping out. Lon saw, and then he got a good player, and then now he's at Man City doing great.
Yeah.
Good scouts can find 6s. Good scouts can find 9s. Good scouts can find left backs. Good scouts can find these guys.
This is a fact about Omar Marmouche. It comes offside all the time. And we're just not used to it because Erling Haaland is never offside. Yeah. Here you go, Steve. Newcastle's just had Marmouche or he won't score against him. It's actually true. That is true. That is true. But Marmouche had I thought he was making decent runs. That was probably the only part of his game that I thought was okay yesterday. Finishing was terrible. But I think he was getting himself into good positions. Sadly, a lot of times he got in good position, he was offside.
True.
Oh, Salah is mad here that you're still hoping you get a result against the scrub team.
Why?
Yeah, we're gonna start. See, everybody's just assuming Arsenal are gonna drop points. A goal difference ain't gonna matter.
Well, you thought they'd win
they
3-1 and they only won 1-0. So
I thought it'd be a 1-1. Yeah, so I wasn't that far
no,
off. But
what? I thought you said 3-1. Arsenal.
did I?
Yeah.
I know on the gals I said a draw.
Oh, okay.
I do flip flop about Arsenal's games. But they're not my team, so I don't give a shit. Oh, yeah, Liverpool want Trafford. Do not sell Trafford to Liverpool because that'll just restart their dynasty. I don't want that. I rate Trafford highly. Yeah, that'll be a big factor in them getting back to where they need to be. Yeah, because you need a good keeper.
Mamardashvili. They'll just go with Mamardashvili. Mamardashvili is a very good goalkeeper.
Okay. Well, you've watched more of him than I have. I have not been that impressed with him. So. So I'm not, I don't know. Yeah, you could probably tell more than I can. So, yeah. Anyways, I would not sell Trafford to, I would try to sell him outside of the Premier League, but obviously he's not going to want to, I don't know. Because I think if you sell him to a team you're trying to compete against, that might give him an edge in getting better than you. And I think, that to me is a mistake.
I still don't think he goes anywhere.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
No, I think you guys will keep Trafford.
All right. I did invite Danielle, and Danielle's here. Danielle also has been heating up pizza.
Hell yeah, bro.
Everybody's having pizza. I actually have some pizza in the fridge, but I'm not hungry right now. So, yeah, big up Luke. Oh yeah, Luke had a great time at the game yesterday. He has no voice because he was singing all game. He sounded like a tractor.
Big ups to him.
But yeah, they had a great time. I did see the picture before it got taken down. It looked great. I really hope you guys had a good time. So, but yeah, and then the second half, sadly, no halftime subs, much to Steve's chagrin. No halftime subs, but we did bring Doku on and Savino, and the game changed quite a bit because they did not really know how to handle the wingers. Doku did have very good.
You had them smothered in that second half. In their half, they couldn't get out until they scored.
Yeah, and that goal they scored was actually a banger. That was a wonderful goal. I can't take anything away from that. And I admit, because City did not look like scoring really. I mean, they did look a lot better when Doku and Savino came on, but. I still just was not seeing the final ball. I was still not seeing them score a goal. And so yeah, I was very frustrated. Plus it was late in the game. What was it, 83rd minute or something when they scored? So I had literally been saying up until that point, I was like, I think first goal wins. I think whoever scores first is going to win the game.
79.
But guess what? Like I'm wrong a lot. And guess what? I was wrong again yesterday because right after they scored, Jeremy Doku decides to score a goal. Looked like it took a little deflection, but who cares? Who cares? And it was 1-1. Yeah. And then the moment I'm gonna just glaze because it's probably my last chance ever to glaze the guy because he's probably gonna leave in the summer. Nico Gonzalez comes up and decides to do an impression of Rodri in the Champions League final and just an absolute screamer from outside the box, right in the top corner. No chance for the keeper, no chance in the defender, like just absolutely wonderful goal. And he sent Man City to the final, our fourth straight final, which is the first time in, I believe, English football history. 4 straight FA Cup finals. That is absolutely insane. So we will see you on May 16th. We'll see Chelsea. Chelsea won their game, which I did not think was going to happen. I thought Leeds were going to beat them because Leeds had beat them they have not lost to them. Until now. So I was actually surprised that Chelsea won that game. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a little nervous because that's an interim guy that came to the Etihad and got a draw.
Yeah.
I'm like, Pep, don't overthink this guy again. So we'll worry about that later. But we could just glaze. We just glaze the performance. Okay, maybe it wasn't the most exciting game. There were a couple images circulating on Twitter of a Southampton fan asleep at the game, and then also a City fan asleep at the game. So they didn't like what was happening in that first half, or maybe even the second half until the subs came on, and some people fell asleep at a football game.
I thought it was a pretty entertaining game. I don't know. I don't know how they fucking fell asleep. Maybe they had too much booze. I don't know. But
That can't
I
happen,
thought the game was I thought the game was pretty entertaining. It was competitive the whole time. And then when Southampton scored, there was just madness. The ending of the game was fucking mad because then you guys scored a few minutes later. Then Gonzalez has a fucking screamer out of nowhere, like late in the game. Jesus Christ, keep fucking pick up. But I said to you before the game, I'm like, yeah, that is a lot of rotation. You thought you'd lose for some reason, which I don't know why.
Well, was it Martin and Tone? Yeah, Martin and Tone, they fell asleep. I don't know how, because Luke was screaming next to him the whole time. That's why he has no voice. He thought Taylor Harlan Bellis. I don't think he. I think he should have. When he got that yellow card, I was like, I was surprised that was he got booked that late. I thought Marmouche was running away from him a bit, and I don't think he did that great of a job on Marmouche, because I think Marmouche could get to wherever he wanted to go. The issues with Marmouche is that he just has a terrible first touch, and the ball just bounces away from him.
No, he was getting past James Bree.
Oh, was he? Okay. All right, then
Yeah.
I missed again. I was watching on a phone.
Yeah.
I was watching on the phone because I didn't have a.
Did Holland score versus Tayward Maldini Bellis?
No.
Because
It's another semifinal that Erling Haaland has not scored for Manchester.
Because last season when he played against him, when Pep brought him back into the lineup, he didn't score either.
This is true.
At some point, you got to give the man flowers.
Positive again.
Yeah, thinking you'd lose to Southampton is mad. I get there was a lot of rotation, and I can't lie. When Southampton scored, I thought, okay, I think that might be. It might just be their day.
You thought exactly. That's how it felt, kind of leading up to that moment. Is it just felt like it was their,
because they were coming up
like whoever scored first in the game would win. And credit to the team. Credit to the team, man. It changed when Doku and Savinho came on. There's a lot of debate going on about Savinho. I don't know how he didn't score that goal. And even Jeremy Doku was rinsing him in the post game, saying that maybe I should have shot the ball instead of giving it to Savinho. If you're saying that about your teammate, that means I got no faith in you, and that is not a good sign. Yeah, you know what, Connor? Fair play to the Unks. The Unks did, and Mateo Kovacic was very good in his 50 minutes, whatever he played. He had a very good game. I can't deny it. So the Unks still got something for one last game. I thought Ake did very well, and John Stones too.
Kels, I rewatched the game, and there's a player that didn't get a lot of talk. I thought he was a little bit of a black hole the first half. Second half, he decided to play better, and I don't know if that was because of
Nori.
No.
He got subbed off.
No, you know how some players, when they see substitutions on the sideline, and so they know they either better do something or there's a chance that they may be the ones coming off? I thought Turkey did not do anything in the first half. And in the second half, when he decided to play, I thought that's when things opened up. The introduction of the wingers definitely helped, but I thought sometimes he tries to create for the sake of creating, and as a result, the ball gets static on him. The offense kind of stifles. And when he started to move the ball and stopped floating all over the pitch, I thought that's where we had a little bit more direction, because if he left the central area to go float, let's say, towards Doku, and the play was not going towards Savio, or Savio was not running at his man, I thought that was going to absolutely drive Pep livid. Yeah. And so he knew he had to, with the sub, he had to get the ball to the wingers, and then let's try and see if something can come about that. But first half, and that was one of the reasons I felt that Phil was also a little bit not good was partially because Turkey was floating, but then also the play
Yeah.
was running through either Turkey, Kovacic, Nico. They were either not hitting Marmoush on the runs, or they were just recycling the ball in and amongst themselves. Which to me, it's like it's 5 yards forwards, 3 yards back. The play isn't really progressing on how it's supposed to.
Yeah.
So I still have a question mark on him. I think he is a talent, but the consistency in creating within the system, I haven't seen it consistently enough
Good
there.
Turkey.
It's yeah, with Turkey, it seems like it's Turkey creating more so than the concept of the system
Yeah.
creating.
Yeah. He is not a Jesus. He's not a
Choking on his
pep
pizza.
player. He is not a pep player.
Turkey?
Yeah, because he's hard to control. He's hard to control. He has a mind of his own, and he doesn't fit into a system. I think Pep is being very, very he's letting him do his own thing, but he does need him to always track back and have some sort of discipline. But I don't think he's a typical Pep player. I really, really don't. And so that's why I'm not surprised by what Daniele's saying about the system isn't getting like what the productivity and the performances out of Sharky. It's Sharky himself doing it.
Well, let me
Agree
ask
with
you
that
this
100%.
because I've heard this thesis recently. Um, is Phil a system player? And if the system is in transition or not having the same quality of players as well, does Phil get hurt more so than any other player through this process? Because he doesn't have the luxury to either, I guess, squeal by,
Yeah.
or he doesn't get the benefit of the doubt to, okay, you didn't step up this game, maybe next time. It's like it's everything on him now, and I just wonder if it's if the system, because I've heard like within tournaments when he does go, that because the England team don't play like a city system, he doesn't always shine. But other guys that don't play in the same system and
Yeah.
do stand out more for their individual play, they're more suited to come into a tournament with a mesh and stand out. I don't know if this
I wouldn't say
related to
anyone on
this.
England has stood out lately. At least
Mhm.
not for a positive play. I've seen a lot of stinkers from England. Jude Bellingham was like La Liga player of the season, and they were pushing him for Ballon d'Or, and I thought he was absolutely awful in the Euros. Just selfish, lazy. Like nobody looked good in that England team. Trent looks awful. Like I thought their best player at the Euros was Mark Gahey, center back.
Yeah,
It was Gahey. Like
Gahey
Declan
and
Rice was
Conta.
fucking terrible in that Euros. Like I haven't watched England since the Euros final because I don't want to gouge my eyes out. So why would I bother with that crap? Harry Kane will score a few goals, but I think that England team is very overrated. I don't like.
Yeah.
They're not.
Yeah.
They got a really easy draw to that final, and I think the Euros before they got a super easy draw as well. They didn't have to
They're
play
still
anybody
lost.
big. Spain had to play like Germany and
I didn't know
France,
this.
and
I didn't
they're
know
playing
that.
like Slovenia and whoever. Like they were playing a bunch of bums.
I didn't know this was an England slander stream, but I'm here for it.
No, it's just. I'm just trying to prove that England. England failing is not Phil Foden's fault.
No, I don't
Like
think
Daniele was
anyone-
saying that there's a system, and when he goes to play for England, he's outside of that system. People get disappointed. I'm like, that whole England team is just shit. So,
But Kelsey, it's almost like the reverse of his career, because when he was
Yeah.
introduced to the first team, he had senior players that were in their prime. There was no questions about the system. It was a well fine-tuned. He could sneak in, prove himself, or be given time. That it's not there anymore. It's like we have questions with Rodri, we have questions with the wingers, we have questions with the midfield, we have questions with the Maverick, we have questions with Pep. How is he supposed to? Again, I'm not trying to defend him. how is he supposed to be a constant in a side that does not have a constant? Even the goalkeeper has questions. And so it's like, where does he fit in? And then you have the question about his position.
What position? Yeah. We've been
Right.
saying that for years.
Where does he fit in? Because, okay, if we're going to create a structure, we're going to create a pathway for the future where guys know their roles.
I look good for 50, Steve Black. I look very good for 50.
Who said you're 50?
Steve Black is teasing me. Nice.
Oh.
No, he's good. I love Steve Black. I'm glad Steve Black is back in the chat. We missed you while you were away.
Is that the vacation, Steve, that goes to Monaco?
I don't know. We call it Monaco, Steve. No, he's the one who lives in Castle Grayskull.
I don't know who that is. No clue.
Steve Black knows.
No clue. But yeah, that was the thing with Phil. It's like, because we have competition at the 10, we have competition at the 8. We're trying to recruit for those, or we've recently recruited for those. Where does he fit in? There's no position that we could have said that it was ironed out for him to hold.
Steve Black has the power. That movie's coming out soon. We'll have to have a movie review. Get Steve Black just in the comments the whole time reviewing the movie with me.
So wait, with Foden, Danielle, what? All right, actually, here's a question. What are you doing if you're Foden? Are you looking to go somewhere else?
I would not. I think that would be the worst thing that could happen to him, because
Really?
Yeah, okay, so if we take the season in totality, has he been poor? Yes. But were there spots where you could say there's something to build? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the year before, I think, that was like, there was nothing to hang your hat on. If you're telling me a player that gets, what is it, 10, is it 10 goals? How many assists?
Yeah, he is still our second highest goal scorer, and he hasn't scored a goal, I think, since January.
Right. If you're telling me
that is a purple patch, just by definition. It's not a slander thing. It's not a diss thing. It's that's what we would call a purple patch for any player. A good but solid form.
But the thing that it's still, I guess, confusing me, the audition to do the 8 Bernardo role. What I'm trying to understand the conversation between him and Pep in that, and Pep can sometimes, because everybody says that he's a genius, he makes you see football a different way. I get that, but it could also, I feel like that conversation hurt him, confused him, because what are you exactly asking him to do? Because something was going to give. The consistency, the tackling, the goal scoring, something was not going to remain consistent. And if the conversation was with that, okay, something was going to give, but I'm still going to roll with you, okay, fine. Let him continue to do that. But he was doing that, but then the other stuff fell off, and then it became a reason for him not to even be played at all. Because I'm asking the question, we'd never expected Bernardo to get goals and assists consistently, but as long as he was in the right place, he did the little things that was expected, no one had a problem. You're telling me that Phil wasn't even doing 50% of that, to where he can't get game time anymore? It's confusing for me. It's like
when Phil was playing every game and he was actually scoring goals and doing well. I don't know if he has the stamina for that, though, because that is one thing Bernardo very underrated is his stamina. Like he could just keep doing that for a decade.
He's got crazy,
but that's very rare. Most people don't do that. And I don't think that gets the best out of Phil Foden either. Like I think he got he auditioned for the role. I think he had a good game. He had a good run. But is that what we want Phil Foden doing? Like, when Phil Foden's best attributes, I think, are being closer to the box.
This is
so how I don't get it. Is that all Pep thinks he can do?
And this is where the
what does Pep think of him? We just don't know what Pep doesn't. What Pep's plans with Foden right now is to not play him.
Outside of yesterday.
Yeah. But he's been coming on the bench a little bit, but
he rotated the team fully, so it wasn't.
But Phil Foden has been player of the season. Like, he's been. Why is he the one coming off the bench? That it's just it's an interesting debate. I know that's gonna be a big thing this summer. We're gonna be talking about it all summer, but
I think I genuinely think it might be time for him to go somewhere else and rediscover himself. That's what I'm thinking.
Or do you think he would do better under a different manager, possibly? What if he stayed when Pep leaves?
But your squad stays the same?
I think the squad will keep.
I think his best. Okay, I think his best role is as a 10.
Okay.
Particularly as someone that can very, very central, that can pick up different positions and pass and shoot quick. Foden, when he's at his best, he does stuff quick. Without hesitation, makes up his mind.
Foden on the half turn is brilliant.
Keep going, Steve, because now you're building on the premise that I had. If he's someone that does things quick, moves quick, receives quick, does the turn quick, is it helpful to have somebody next to him that sometimes wants to hold on to the ball?
Like, no.
Who?
Turkey? Yeah.
But because I don't think Turkey actually wants to hold the ball, though. I think Pep is making him hold the ball.
Does he move off the ball?
Did Turkey do that, Leon? You watched more of him than I did.
No, but here's the thing about Cherki is this is why we like him so much, is because we don't know what he's gonna do, but he already does. He figures out on the fly what to do in what scenario. Like, because he has the confidence. He has the confidence and the close control and the feet and the skippiness and the unpredictability.
What do you mean? What do you mean? There's so many things wrong with Foden, and it's hard to explain.
When they were both scoring, I'm curious. When they were both scoring, who were the wingers?
I think Turkey was one of the wingers because Turkey was.
Right.
He was starting as like the winger on paper, and then he would just invert inwards, and then I think it was Doku on the other side. So yeah, it was Doku, Turkey, and Foden and Holland, like the four of them just thriving, like they were just having chaos. And it was Nico G and Bernardo Silva behind him in the middle.
So then
and Nico G was pretty much alone in that midfield. Because remember, Rodri was out for a long time. He missed like 2 or 3 months, 2.5 months, something like that.
Did he play in the?
He played against Sunderland. He played. I'm pretty sure Foden played in the derby.
No, that's not with Cherki. Fuck's sake. I hate when
they definitely played. The two of them played against Sunderland. They played Bournemouth. The Bournemouth game. That was all of them. Although that's kind of when Foden was going a little further back.
Was this pre-Semenyo?
Yeah, this is before Semenyo came in.
December.
So, but if we're saying that Foden's a midfielder and Semenyo's a winger, how is a winger stealing his chain?
Because then it's because
as he says he's doing a Bernardo role, doing a second best player. Yeah, unsustainable. So yeah, and that's a stamina issue. And there's been rumors and innuendo about stuff going on with him health wise.
Wait. So left wing, right wing. Who are the forwards at the front, Steve? I can't see the names.
It was Doku and Turkey. Turkey was playing as a right winger who would invert into the middle.
Kind of had a free roll because he wasn't like holding width or press.
Yeah, he very rarely held width.
Yeah.
He would in moments, but he never looked good at it.
So then who was covering for him when he wasn't holding width? Was
Nunes.
Nunes.
Yeah. Nunes would push up, yeah.
Okay.
And then therefore create the overload.
Yeah.
On one side. Yeah.
So is he a man out? He's out of a system, essentially.
Yeah.
Where does he exist? Because you're not going to between you and Turkey. Right now, Turkey's the more informed player.
Do you want to hop on, Oriana? We can send you the link. DM me on Twitter, and I'll send you the link.
Between him and Turkey, Turkey's the more informed player. Defensively,
wait, I gotta make sure I follow you. Yeah.
Defensively, with balance, Semenyo gives the right wing, even though I think he's a left winger. Balance between him and Foden. So Semenyo is going to start. So if you're Foden, you were going to be out. You would have to make the most of every moment to then be the starter and Turkey be the one on the bench
Yeah.
because Turkey doesn't hold width. So he's a victim of consequence of a signing and the system and
Take out.
form.
Take out pizza night. Oriana, do you want to come on? We can get you on. I know you wanted to come on before. Just
Yeah,
let us know in the chat if you want to come on or not, and
That's what
I'll slide you the link real quick. And
I'm
then I'll delete
confused
it.
because Steve, I've now heard that we're interested in Leao as well.
Makes no sense.
Leao is trash. I don't want
Leao
he's a good player.
Leao is just as frustrating as Doku.
Is he better than
Probably
Doku and
worse. It's
Savio?
probably more frustrating because you look at Leao and you're like, you are big and physical. You should be doing more with this body of yours.
And I've seen him use physicality. The problem with Leao is he's one of those players that he is not when the team is struggling to score goals and just overall at Milan when the good when they're the bad times, he's not the guy that picks his head up and leads the team and gets them in a positive direction. He gets very, very thrown off mentally. He sinks with the ship. He doesn't make attempts to try to make the ship stop.
He doesn't make it better. Here, Oriana, I'm just gonna put the link in the chat.
He's a player that when the good times are good, he's doing really, really well.
All right, Oriana, you can hop on.
But there's with Leao, he's not a guy that can go and win you a game if you're playing like complete cheeks 9 out of 10 times.
He's not going to make a bad team better. He's going to he'll be a good player on a good team, but if it's a bad team, he's not going to.
Yeah,
he's not going to make them better.
It's like Christian Romero. When Argentina are playing very well, he is one of their better defenders, absolutely. And when Messi is doing his thing Romero stands out. But now you see this season with Spurs, bro. When they're terrible, he is not on his own, doing everything to get them out of that scenario. You can't rely on him. And fine, he's a center back. He can't score goals, but obviously it's not his job.
He's got more goals than our wingers.
Romero?
No, Leao. Yeah.
I think our center backs are outscoring some of our wingers because our wingers don't score. Like Savinho has one goal all season. Ruben Diaz has more goals than Savinho does.
Outside of Semenyo, Leao scores more goals than Doku and Savio.
Yeah. But
are you benching Doku for Rafael Leao?
I think Leao is a luxury player off the bench for a top team. I don't think he's going to. No, he's not. He's not going to be the protagonist. This version of Leao.
I've
seen enough of him to kind of figure that out.
All right, is this Oriano? No, this is not. Oh, whatever. Just welcome on.
Welcome, bigger.
Welcome, Willinho.
And no, I'm not a Man City fan. I just help run the channel, and I like talking football, so that's why I'm doing.
We're helping Pat out. That's what we're doing. So,
yes.
Welcome, Willinho. What did you think of the game yesterday?
Who again? Who was playing yesterday? I didn't watch the game.
You didn't watch the Southampton game?
Oh, yeah. Nico Gonzalez's goal. What a goal. That was a really good match.
Were you surprised that Southampton played that good?
No, I wasn't. I said City was going to beat them.
Fairs. Oh, you're hopping on 10 minutes. Fairs. Mario's going to be back?
Vardiel is training right now, so.
Well, these Croatians are insane, bro.
Bro, Kels, I need you to save football, man.
What's that?
I need Kels to save football, man.
Oh, wait. Oh, you're not even City fan. Who are you? What's up?
I'm a Madrid fan.
Oh, Real Madrid. Oh, this is.
You're the Madrid fan in the chat. Yeah. Okay, that's right. Okay, well, oof. Rough go for you guys. You might have to give Barcelona guard of honor in that Clasico.
I do not want that, man. Could you imagine our players giving Barcelona guard of honor? I don't want that, man.
It could happen, but I don't watch a lot of La Liga, so I'm not sure. But Well, we watched that Girona Real Madrid game a couple weeks ago, Steve. But
Yes.
that's pretty fun. But
Toronto outplayed him for a lot of it. Yeah.
I know that like last minute equalizer or whatever it was against who was it? Betis? Is that who you guys drew against
Yes.
recently? Yeah. The Jorge lookalike scored the goal.
Oh yeah. What's his name?
Whoa. No, I don't think Vardiel's fate at the club is tied to Kovacic. I think he needed a friend when he joined. I think Vardiel.
Luckily, there's a lot of good Croatians Man City could sign if you really wanted a freaking.
Oriano, I sent the link. It's up. It's a little further up.
Luckily, for Vardiel, if Man City need another Croatian,
I'll send it again.
There's plenty of good Croatians.
Well,
there's plenty of good
15 90-minute in a rows. That's a lot. That's a lot. But what I don't get is how he went from doing that to just nothing. Like that, there's got to be a little more flow to it. Here, Oriana, I'll post it again. So yeah, it's just I'm a little frustrated with the Foden stuff. I don't know what to do. Whoops.
I think he might need to change his scenery.
I think he needs a different manager. That's for sure.
Do you think?
I don't think this Pep thing's working out.
Kels, do you think you're gonna win the league?
Yes. Based on her predictions that I did, because I was curious.
Oh, yeah.
So I made her predict all the Arsenal and the Man City games. She said 3-1 Arsenal over Newcastle. It was only 1-0. So
he's writing it down, man. He's writing it down. He's calling me out.
As Martin would say, taking receipts. I got receipts. So Kels thinks Man City is going to win the league on goals scored.
Which, by the way, the tiebreaker is goal difference first, and then goal scored. It doesn't.
Well, but you have the goal difference at plus 44
for both.
I don't want Arsenal. If Arsenal win the league this year, it's gonna be.
Are you worried about that happening, Mourinho? Are you worried about that happening? Why?
Yes. I just don't want to see Arsenal win the league. Their fans are just.
No. Yeah, I get that. What I'm saying
is, I fucking hate Arsenal's fans.
He's a hater. I gotta respect it.
No, but are you actually concerned that they will? What about their team gives you that feeling like, oh, they might do it?
They scraped out a win with you guys yesterday.
Ooh, wow. The team that's won 4 in a row.
They also have they get to play West Ham, I think West Ham is where they will drop some points, but I'm hoping Fulham could do something to them in between Atletico Madrid. That's going to be a rough. I don't think Arsenal realize what they're getting into. No, and as a Real Madrid fan, you're very familiar with Atletico Madrid.
Atletico Madrid slapped these brothers for 5 earlier in the season.
Just haram. It's gonna be a haram ball derby, Arsenal versus Atletico.
I think.
Connor says we're winning the league, and according to my own predictions, I said we're gonna win the league. So
I hope.
I'm the only person who calls myself out. I call other people out too.
If Arsenal win the league, they're gonna
call everybody out.
Their players. Imagine if they win the league, they're gonna compare their players to all-timers. That's why I don't want them to win the league.
But we watch football with our eyes. We know that their team is not. They're not all-timers. Like, I mean, I think Gabriel and Saliba could end up being like very, very like highly rated center backs at the end of their career. Will they be all-timers? Probably not.
But the way they talk about their players, you would think they're the greatest thing to ever.
The manager too. Yeah.
Like they said that they would take Saka over this player, Saka over this, Saka over that. They overrate their players way too much.
Yeah.
Well, I think every fan base overrates their players, except for Steve. Steve does not overrate Newcastle players.
No, because I'm just real with it. Do I rate
Natasha said that Arsenal would bottle it. What's Savinho goal is Puskas? The one in the Newcastle game? See, yeah, I think we all overrate our players. And he's talking to me when he says that. I know he is. After the last show. Big up, Martin. Big up, Martin. Arsenal will win the league. Oh, how I laughed. I mean, exactly. I think City will, but I need them to drop some points for me to feel a little more. I feel better about it. And until they
think
dropped.
they will versus
You know,
West
I was
Ham?
hoping they dropped points yesterday, and then they scraped out a 1-0, which sounded like the world's worst game of football, according to Steve.
No, it was.
Who do you guys
I
play
got
next?
concussed, bro.
Who does City play next game?
City have 10 days
Everton.
off, and then they play at Everton. I know
Yes,
a lot
you
of people are like super worried about that game, but I feel like we always go to Everton this time of year, and we always get the win. Like
They have a new
the
stadium.
turtle season, we pulled the 3-0. Gundo had that bicycle kick. Remember that?
Yes.
Maybe it wasn't a bicycle kick. It was just that weird like tappy ball that he like. It was a crazy goal.
Yeah.
Last year we needed a win to make Champions League football, and they'd been on. Everton are doing so great, and we won 2-0. So I feel like whenever we need to win at Everton, we tend to. So hoping we can score two or three goals.
To be fair, it isn't Goodison anymore. It's the Hill Dickinson Stadium, but still.
And they don't have quite the same record from what I've seen. They've been better on the way.
Yes.
So that
They made it plus the fucking West
beat
Ham.
them at the Etihad this year, which was nice, or this season.
Yeah.
Because when they've been a little bogey-ish. I remember during the Damari Gray during the treble season, that 1-1, I was like, why are we dropping points to Everton at home? That's what I was, that's why we weren't believing in them that year.
Damari Gray.
Like yeah, Damari Gray, that was a banger
Damari
too.
fucking Gray. Yeah.
Ederson tried, but Ederson had no chance on that one. But yeah, like you have to win. Arsenal won, so we have to respond by winning. And hopefully you win by a big enough by a more than 1 goal margin. And or if you win 2-1 and go ahead and stay ahead on goal
Is that
scoring.
your cat? Is that your cat?
Yeah, this is my cat. She's joining
That's
the stream.
Katniss.
This is Katniss. She's a good luck charm. If Arsenal win the league, they'll say it's more impressive than the treble. They win. Yeah, that is unfortunately true. All right, Oriana's coming in. Yeah, we're just turning this into like a free for all, whatever. The link's in the chat if anybody wants to grab it. We can't pin it because we don't have the YouTube. We only have the StreamYard. So it's in the chat somewhere. Yeah, Braithwaite is injured. Who's our other center back? Tarkowski. Got to watch out for Tarkowski.
No, you don't. He's garbage.
Jordan Pickford can pretend to be world class for a day. Just kidding.
Tarkowski is garbage.
That absolute wankster, Jordan Pickford, the wannabe gangster, aka the wankster. As long as we are not set to Coventry, we're going to Coventry next season because Coventry have won the championship and have been promoted. Oh, Oriana's gone. He'll come back. Whoa! You said that was Luke. You said Luke sounded like a Bond villain on the stream, so I would not be a Bond villain. I'd be the Bond girl.
I'd be the Bond girl. All right.
Hell yeah.
Sure, mate.
I'd be the Bond girl. He's like, I'm out of here. All right. Connor says we're beating Everton 3-1. All right.
Did you guys hear the news about Xavi Simmons?
Yeah, 7 months.
Torn ACL. So, Steve, you were saying on Egal's show that you think Newcastle have an outside chance of getting relegated.
Yeah, we're not mathematically safe.
How are they going to win games without? They weren't winning games with Simmons. How are they going to win games without him?
Big up, Kels. I gotta bounce. I'm at.
All right, thanks for joining, Will. I
Just
would say
wanted
good
to,
luck to your team, but I don't like Real Madrid. But I hope you enjoy the rest of the season. Thanks for hopping on.
Yeah,
All right, we'll catch you another time. All right, bye-bye. Thanks for joining. All right, Oriano is here.
How are Spurs gonna win without Xavi Simmons? That's a fair question.
Yeah, did you hear the news about him?
Yeah, he's out
Torn
7 months.
ACL. He's out of the World Cup. He's not going to be in the World
7
Cup.
months or some shit.
How does it go from 9 months to 7 months?
No, I think it's 9. I don't think it's 7. ACLs are like 9 to 12.
Well, there was that one guy who came back, and I think it was in
Marcelo Ruiz.
6 months. I'm like,
To
how
be
did he
fair,
come back?
it
No, he came
depends
back
if it's
after
like
1
fully
month.
torn.
After partial ACL rupture.
Yeah, it could be a partial, but if it's fully torn, then it's like 9 months.
Yeah, then you need to, because you can't even like walk for a month after like an ACL repair. Like it's a long process. Like I remember Rodri, he's still on crutches at the Ballon d'Or ceremony, so he wasn't even walking then.
Kels, all I know is I said what I said on the gas stream.
Steve, what does City do if they get Mazza?
Oh yeah, Mazza. This is the guy who watches. He's been watching him since Hertha days. So, unlike our fan base who doesn't watch the guy, and everybody
I've
likes
honestly never watched him.
everyone
What type
likes
of
to
player
say
is
they
he?
know what these players are gonna do or where they're gonna play and all this stuff, and it's like they say this about players that they don't watch. Like I can't tell you about Diamande because I don't watch him, and nobody on our fan base watches RB Leipzig.
Hey,
Steve does. Steve does. Maybe I've seen him once. I don't know. I don't remember anything about the guy, so I don't have an opinion on him.
Hey, we got a Leverkusen Leipzig watch along this Saturday, people.
All right, we'll do some scouting.
Steve's muted, by the way. Steve's muted.
What?
No, he's not.
No, he's not. He's not.
All right,
It's
Steve Black
you,
says 2-0
Danielle.
over the Toffees. Oh God, Natasha. Natasha. Imagine City lift the Prem on the last day of the season and they show the Arsenal players on TV. You know, actually, they do that in the American broadcast because I remember that one year we beat with the Aston Villa game where we beat Liverpool, and they had a split screen. It was like the big screen was City, and then like the small screen was like Mo Salah and all them like crying and stuff. Yeah, Danielle, something's going on with your audio because we can all hear Steve. I've given you plenty of homegrown. Well, first off, I'm promoting Trafford to number 1. That's a homegrown cheat code right there. Because again, I got.
How do you think Trafford did yesterday?
I thought he had a good game.
I thought he saved your ass. I thought he saved your ass at least 3 times.
Oh, but he's not a shot stopper. Remember, he's not a shot stopper.
No, I'm talking about like the sweeping. I swear he.
Oh yeah. There was one like near the halfway line that was like crazy.
And I'm not gonna listen to anybody tell me with a straight face they think Donnarumma would have swept it like that.
No, he can. It's not even like you guys have a good problem, you know. It's a good problem to have. Imagine being on the opposite end of things where you have Riddle and Ramsdale and Pussy Pope. Imagine that.
Steve,
it's about like
Steve, it's about like a long term though.
Ramsdale's better than Gigi.
Like long term, I still think Trafford is going to be better for City because I don't think like Donnarumma isn't like that young, and I don't think he's going to improve his like.
He's 26.
Well, he's not old, but I think he's at a level in his career where I don't think he can improve his distribution that much. Whereas for Trafford, I think
true. He did do that. That is very true.
For Trafford, he actually has good distribution and can improve it. He's still young, and he has good shot stopping too already. He's like 22, so
he's done much better.
I think he can improve in the shot stopping. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I do agree with that.
For people, it's more like is Donnarumma shot stopping worth like
agenda
lack of distribution.
Now, Martin, you gotta say agenda. Daniele is having issues. Oh no, is Daniele back?
Yeah, I think so. I think you guys have a good problem to have. You have 2 very good goalkeepers that are capable.
Well, the thing is, it won't be a problem for long.
I still can't hear Steve.
Yeah, Trafford's about to leave anyways.
Can you hear me, Daniele?
I don't think Trafford leaves, you know? I don't think Trafford leaves.
I can't hear any of you.
Well, apparently he actually like requested to leave.
I think he's going to change his mind because now he's got an FA Cup final. You already won the League Cup.
Yeah, we can hear you, Daniele. I don't know what's going on with your audio, but you want to leave and come back? I'm saying that as if he can hear me, but
the thing is, I think Donnarumma leaves anyways. Like I don't think he's gonna be here for long term.
If Trafford stays for another 2 or 3 years,
I think he'll get the number 1 spot.
Yeah,
because I think Donnarumma could go to Madrid after Courtois. He's like the ideal.
I'm sure he would eye that. Yeah, and is that somebody you want to build your team around? Somebody who's gonna
exactly because
he would take a salary cut. No, this is not true because Bernardo apparently.
Poor Bernardo had been wanting to leave for how long?
I can hear.
Yay! Yeah, Steve, you want to make a bet with Martin?
About what? That he leaves? Or he doesn't leave?
Yeah,
Sure, I'll do it for sure. 20 quid. Why not? Sure.
Oh, Martin, do you accept the bet?
20 quid. There you go. 20 British pounds, not dollars. Quid.
Yeah, 20 US dollars is only like 15 quid. I know. I'm in for one of my least favorite things is the U.S. dollar exchange
Martin
rate.
draws the line at my prediction that Trafford's gonna stay. That's where he draws the fucking line. I crossed that line apparently.
All right, we'll send you the link,
Fair.
Martin. Just give me a sec. I'm sending it to you.
Fairs.
I just can't find you. I gotta find. There we go.
I don't get it.
20. Steve is putting 20 British pounds on the line. Why not up the ante to $100 trillion?
Zimbabwean dollars.
Zimbabwean dollars.
You guys don't have homegrown players.
Oh,
that
Martin
you can
wants to pay you
$1,000.
No. Steve
I don't have
Steve
$1,000.
is not in position to bet that kind of. Not while you owe me as much money as you do for that World Cup ticket.
Now it's down to like 300, but yeah. I get it. I understand. No, and I would 1,000 quid. Are you fucking serious? Maybe when I start my new job in like a few months, but not that. No.
Then you got it. If you harass Steve, it's gonna be one of those you fuck around, you find out situations.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Because Steve is gonna be.
It's a bluff.
He's gonna be locked and loaded at his job.
20 quid. I'll do 20 quid. Oh, Flamengo 1-0. Nice goal. Fucking Pedro, man. Doesn't so score. No, but you guys are you guys are not in position to get rid of homegrown players. You have a goalkeeper that is part of your academy. He's gonna be playing like I think if he stays another 2-3 years, and how old is he right now? 22?
22, yeah.
Yeah, he can afford to check. It would be a massive career mistake for him if he goes to Newcastle. And by the way, let's say in alternate universe, Trafford decides to join Newcastle last summer instead of Man City. We're still in like 15th and 14th or wherever the fuck place we are in.
Here's an interesting one though. What if there's rumors Aston Villa want him. I think I saw it on City Extra. Would going to Aston Villa be a mistake and replacing?
Oh, apparently Spurs and Aston Villa.
No, it wouldn't be a mistake because they have a proper manager. They're gonna get Champions League. Like they're in a much better position than us. Much.
I think Aston Villa is a good move for him.
Yeah, Aston Villa are probably gonna win a Europa League here.
Because they're more of a stable team. Like you kind of know what you're gonna get out of Aston
They have
Villa.
a better manager. They have better recruitment. They're just in a better spot than us.
Yeah.
So unless Trafford is he would be very stupid to join Newcastle this summer. Unless we appoint fucking Felipe Luis or someone, a really, really, really top manager, and we bring in some like good players. It would be stupid too.
Ash says Juventus.
Sorry, right. I've heard enough. I've heard enough of the come by happy let's go Larry bullshit now. Right. So Steve, your words were you get an FA Cup final, so he'll want to stay. Next season, Manchester City get knocked out in the third round of the Carabao Cup, and we get knocked out in the third round of the FA Cup. What did you do then? Go on holiday?
That's a problem.
Did you go on holiday for 6 months then?
How likely is it that you get knocked out of the third round of the FA Carabao
So
Cup?
you want Trafford to stay?
Manchester United.
I mean, we did lose to Southampton during the treble season.
You want Trafford to stay on a hope and a wish?
No, I don't give a fuck. I'm not a Man City fan. I just don't think you are in position right now. You have a homegrown thing.
Yes, we are, because we're scouting a goalie already.
Who?
The young lad from what's his bloody name? Is it the Southampton lad? Somewhere down there anyway. Shea Charles' brother.
The goalkeeper is Israeli, brother. That's Daniel Perez.
No, Shea Charles'
no,
brother.
we would not sign that.
Shea Charles' brother or somebody else.
Shea Charles' brother.
Sure, it's someone like that.
Is there someone in the championship?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Man City want to sign a championship keeper. Wow.
Yeah, but you signed a championship goalkeeper, Trafford.
Well, exactly, Cal. So I don't know why Cal's saying that. I don't know why Cal's saying that.
And now you think he's better than Donnarumma.
He's been in the Premier League though.
Kel, don't do that.
He has. I mean, it's
Yeah,
factual
but you signed
information.
him from
I know he was
Buck-
shit in the Prem, but he was
Your
still in the
club
Prem.
signed him. And by the way, Eze's from the championship. Elise is from the championship. I could go down the list. There's plenty of very, very
Whoa.
good players.
Eze was with Crystal Palace. He was in the top flight for years before he went to Arsenal.
Nope, but before he was at Palace, he was in the championship with Reading.
Right, guys, you can do the
Semenyo is
right.
the championship then. There you go.
Guys, he wants to be number one. He's not going to be number one at Manchester City.
I think if he waits 2 or 3 years, he will.
He's not going to wait 2 or 3 years.
Why?
Why does Donnarumma leave in 2 or 3 years?
I think he leaves. I don't think he's
give
going
me
to
the
stay
vibe.
long term.
Can I ask why?
Guardiola, if Real Madrid say, "Hey,
Sorry, hang on.
No,
Right, so everyone's going to go then.
No, because Martin, I think Real Madrid is
So
kind
why
of
would Erling
perfect.
Haaland? Why would Erling Haaland stay? Because Pep's going. If Real Madrid come a calling, he might want to leave then.
That is actually a legitimate fear of mine.
You're doing if buts and maybes. If me auntie had balls, she'd be my uncle. What are we doing here?
Well, Donnarumma seems like the type of player that he wants.
Why do you know him? Do you know him?
And he's not going to.
How many times you met him? Or have you just started this hate for no reason?
No,
No, it isn't. You are
based on the
presuming.
Italians that I know.
Oh my God! So now we're being xenophobic on a whole nation now, based on that. What are we doing? This is crazy bullshit now. You are literally making up BS to suit your narrative now.
He seems like the type to me to be like,
Yeah.
I want to replace Courtois. Like, you know,
Exactly.
he backs himself. He's got the confidence in himself to replace Courtois.
Stop. If me nan had a wheel, should be a bike. What are we doing? You're doing it again if buts and maybes.
That's just how he comes off to.
No,
like,
what you're doing is you don't know. You have no idea how it comes off.
Personality he seems to have.
You have no idea how it comes off because reading 5 lines on Twitter does not make an interview. Can we stop this? You do not know the tone. You don't know the tone. You don't know anything. Can we stop it?
Yeah, but Martin, how do you know he's going to stay though, Martin? Martin, how do you know he's going to stay though?
That doesn't make. I'm not saying that in a bad way. Some people just have that kind of personality.
Well, Martin, how would you know he's going to stay though?
Didn't his agent already say he wanted to go back to Italy?
Exactly.
No, he didn't say that. Exactly, because you're misquoting it again the same way you all misquoted the Rodri interview.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. I can't lie. The misquoting Rodri.
Well, some of us understand Spanish better than others do. So.
Why did you listen to the full 55-minute interview, Kelstar?
I did.
I don't think.
And for 50 minutes of it, he glazed Manchester City in English football. But no one wants to talk about that.
Oh, man, dude. I was proud when I heard that. I was like, oh, Roger.
It's like, my God, but we're doing this narrative because you're Trafford fans. Donnarumma is going to do everything he can to get out the club. Not you, but do anything he can to get out the club. Because that's what you want to happen. That's what your goal is at the end of the day.
Martin, do you have
a problem? I have no influence, and I know that I have no influence. I'm just having a football opinion. I'm a nobody. Nobody follows. I don't have
just
a lot
seems
of
he's going to go to Madrid. I think that's like a
anybody's going to be influenced by what I think.
You're judging him as a human being now. You're judging him as a human being and his character, and you don't know him to do that.
Well, I mean, that's just how I've not felt a connection with him at all.
Martin, it feels like Real Madrid will be like perfectly lined up for him.
All right, then. So with that one, Ariana, Erling Haaland's going to Madrid because it's a perfect fit.
He might.
I'm not naive
I don't think he will go, but that's a different situation, though.
He wants to play the player quotes. Erling Haaland's agent said when he came to Manchester City, his career was mapped out. And he wasn't going to stay at Manchester City for that long because he wanted to go.
Why did he sign a 10-year contract?
Ariano, please let me finish. Let me finish. Right? I know it doesn't suit your narrative, but he sat there and he said, this was his agent, said, Erling Haaland wants to experience all the top European leagues around the world. He came to Manchester City for 2 years, loved it that much, signed a 10-year deal.
True, and that might happen with Donnarumma. That might happen with Donnarumma.
That's all my point is, Steve. And nobody's doing that.
That might happen
No,
with
Martin, I
Donnarumma.
understand that. All I'm saying is, I think, like, if when Courtois leaves, it just seems perfect for Donnarumma to replace him.
I
'Cause
actually
he's-
would not be surprised
'cause that's what
if he
you want
replaced
to
Neuer at
do.
Bayern.
No, because
That's what
Martin,
you want.
no, because Martin, he's already talked about
What
as
do you
like
think, Steve?
Don't want to do the Donnarumma debate because it's boring. So listen, you guys need to understand Pep ain't going to change it. Move on from it.
Martin.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't say it.
Maresca
I just
might.
think he's gonna leave eventually, like
Well, jolly
in a
good.
year or
I'm
two.
going to be honest with you. I'm not saying anything.
Maresca might not want him.
No, an Italian manager's going to
Well,
kick an
according to
Italian
Cal's,
national
Man
manager
City are
out.
getting
Before a
relegated.
manager leaves, he gets no say anymore.
Maybe
Unless
Maresca
if Pep's gonna puppet shadow manage Maresca from the sidelines, then this club is weird.
Yeah,
When
that's
Pep
not
goes, he
happening.
doesn't get any more say. He's gone. You know, that's just the reality.
By the way,
when you
Maresca
quit
does
your
use his
job,
goalkeeper in
you
build-up.
don't keep working at it. You know.
He also uses a midfielder to come back and play in the back line, so we can go through all his
No,
tactics.
his goalkeeper
Yes, he
goes.
does, Ariano.
He
Yes, he
goes.
does.
The goalkeeper goes as a center back.
No, he doesn't.
They don't drop midfielders. They play a double pivot, and the
He
goalkeeper
drops a
becomes a center
midfielder.
back.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Because he used. No, he doesn't. What are we doing now?
Oh, on dit en français maintenant. On parle français.
Doesn't use
The
what
chat.
we're doing.
Ça, c'est-
It's crazy. Crazy
on dit
agenda
en
narrative
français.
nonsense.
Martin, all I said is that Maresca does use his goalkeeper in build-up. He often pushes him as the center back.
Well, he doesn't, because
What
I'm
midfielder
actually-
is he using? Enzo or is he using Kaizen?
Last
I don't
week,
watch Chelsea, so I don't know.
I went and studied the Maresca build-up and everything else because I was looking at what was going on. And one of the big components he uses is these fullbacks as his wingers. He turns the back into a back three, and one of the midfielders drops in, or he can
And
move
he
into
didn't have
one of the
Sanchez
Which
on the
midfielder tends to do that though?
doesn't bring the goalie into the back line.
No.
He
On
does
Chelsea,
use him.
what
He does.
midfielder was he bringing in? I
Look,
didn't watch.
Ariana, with respect, you're doing that to suit your narrative because you
No,
want
I'm not.
traffic.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Right, so I will send you the whole piece of what I researched and read then.
Okay.
And it says nothing what you're saying.
I've also gone through like clips and that, like seen his sort of style. And what he does is he pushes up the goalkeeper, has a double pivot, and his like fullbacks are basically like out wide like wingers. And the double pivot kind of brings it up to the midfielders, and they're on attack. But they don't drop the midfielder.
Pivot is the midfield. Double pivot is the midfield.
Yeah, but they don't drop. They don't drop the center back.
Yeah,
That's the
they have.
difference.
Steve Black, did you ever listen to that song by
I know they have
Bewitched?
Steve. I know they have, but because it doesn't suit the narrative.
You'll do what I don't. You ever listen to
Maresca's a
that,
good
Steve?
manager, by the way. I don't know why people don't think he's not at least a decent manager.
He is a good manager.
He is. I take him at Newcastle a heartbeat. We would not be fucking 14th with him.
I just don't know if the players are going to respect
where's your
him.
cheeky little? Oh, and that's why you're Newcastle. Kind of that's your normal.
But it
you
don't
say
matter
love
because we have the two best CDMs in the world, the two best strikers in the world, the best midfielders in the world. We also have the best 5 centre backs in the world. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy those. We've got the greatest playmakers in the world. We've got the greatest wingers in the world.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think you're doing it. I think that's underselling it. Best Italian goalkeeper, actually best Italian player.
I'm going to glaze the hell out of it. Everyone else is, so I'm going to join.
The best English goalkeeper of all time, Trafford. You have the greatest Asian footballer of all time, Kusno.
Yeah, we're getting that statue ready.
Greatest Croatian player of all time in Vardio. Best fullback of all time, Mateus Nunes. Best Algerian player of all time, not named Mahrez, and I hate Nori. You have Rodri and Nico Gonzalez, the two greatest Spanish players of all time.
No, I've been told Rodri's the number one best CDM, and Nico G is the number 2 best CDM in the world. Is what I've just been told.
Bernardo is the best athlete in any sport of all time. Nobody touches him.
The best number 8. We've got the best stadium, the best corner flags, and the best fans.
Yeah.
Anything else we want to? And by the way, we are not Arsenal FC, but that's the way we're going to act.
Wait, what? All right, you lost me there.
No, we're not Arsenal because we can actually get a trophy over the line.
Multiple.
Yeah, but we've become hella arrogant, haven't we?
Yeah, you know why you can become arrogant? Because you have a team to back that'll actually do that.
Yeah, when you win stuff, it's
Yeah.
you
No
can be
way.
arrogant.
No. Are we going to do this, Oriano? When 4 weeks ago, after you were chatting Pep out?
I never said
Whoa,
that.
whoa, whoa!
Are
On
we
this
not- are we
channel,
gonna
that was
do
only-
that?
that was only
But
Adam.
Martin, I never
Kel,
said that.
you
Though.
had your doubts. You had your doubts.
I had questions.
Yes.
I've never
No,
said
no,
that.
no, no, Kel,
Fucking doubts.
Kel, you were Pep out other than saying the words.
I was questioning what he was doing.
You said you got to a point where you called Bernardo his bum boy or his lady boy. Everyone was a cult follower. We were cult followers of Pep.
I need you to find the clip of that one.
Nah,
I think you did. Steve,
Kel,
reminder,
you have
please.
been saying-
You've been saying hella
I
shit over the
definitely
last
had
couple
my
of months.
Bernardo agenda all season, but I've never called him that.
But I will defend Cal's here. What did
But
Cal say?
Steve, we're winning a treble now, so everything's perfect again, and we've got the best everything. And this
I'll
is my
defend Cal's on
annoyance
this. I'll
on
defend Cal's
football.
this. Cal
This
said
is my
that
annoyance on
Bernardo-
football analytics now. Everyone does. When you're winning, everything's good. When you're losing, everything's shit. And it's not the way you can analyze football.
No, I agree. I just think you listen to some silly people. That's all. And maybe I'm one of the silly people. That's fine.
A lot of them are on YouTube. Let's not do this.
What?
Wait, Steve, what did I do?
People,
You said about Bernardo that like you had your complaints when you were in the multiple competitions.
you called
but
him his
you said-
boyfriend.
You said
Oh,
Yes,
that's
we know
the
about
only one.
the
was a
agenda with you and
well-established
Bernardo.
joke. That was a well-established joke. That is fair.
That's
It was a funny one. It was a funny one. But anyway,
people have been saying that for years, though. I did not coin the phrase this year.
rent boy term.
Rent boy. I don't even know what the term rent boy means. So
No.
I did not use that.
Listen, at the end of the
You don't
day,
know what rent boy means. Oh God.
no,
Oh.
my issue is at the minute, there is nothing wrong with saying someone's a number one, someone is a number two. It's okay to be like that. I
There's
just
also
find
nothing wrong
everyone.
with me having an agenda saying somebody's not good enough and me wanting them to leave because I don't think they're good enough. So, which is how I felt at the time.
Yo, Cal said that once it would be one game a week for Man City, once you went out of the Champions League, that Bernardo would play better. And she's been correct.
But Bernardo's been good all season. That's why I disagree. But it's opinions.
I disagree
Listen,
with you.
I don't
Steve,
think he's
I
been
go
good all
off-
season.
Very cool.
I go off fellow professionals, and every single fellow professional has waxed lyrical about Bernardo this season.
Yeah, but fellow professionals think Rice is
I have
a-
not
is
heard
a-
Gary
You know,
Neville bring
the difference
Bernardo
is,
Silva
Dave,
up once this season.
you know the difference
until,
is?
Fellow
last
professionals.
week.
Steve, where I disagree with you. Fellow professionals know more about football than any of us ever will, because we
So then,
wish we
all right,
played
may as well just
football.
end the stream here, guys. May as
Who
well just
wasn't
end the
good all
fucking
season?
Oh,
stream.
Hey,
Steve,
Jay
you see now,
Fresh is
that's childish, Steve. Whether you like it or not,
You and donkeys are the same. What is the difference between you and a donkey? The donkey, you take the whip, you hit him, and the donkey's like, ee-aw. That's the donkey. You're a donkey.
I'll
Being
say this:
dramatic.
I don't think he was bad at any
Yeah,
point
that's
this
just
season,
childish.
but I just personally don't think he was as
It was
good as
a
you
joke.
thought he was, and that's okay. We can disagree.
But the
No.
fellow professionals, like who?
I have not heard Gary Neville or anybody bring up Bernardo Silva's name until last week. They're saying it now, but I've not heard them mention him being one of the best players at all.
But he was though. He was.
But I've not
in
heard.
the last,
I've just specifically not heard like
Yeah.
the media.
But in the last
They're
3
bringing
months,
it
he's
up
been really
but
good.
I've not heard it at all from them. I personally just have not heard it, but maybe I missed it. That's possible.
Ooh.
Okay, so all the fellow pros say phone ain't good enough to probably leave City. Do you agree with that? I believe that's a question for you, Martin.
no, because for me, I'd keep Foden forever because he's a fellow blue. He's part
Yeah,
of
but-
my upbringing. Don't care, mate. He's part of my upbringing. The local fans will want him to stay. We're an emotional attachment. Tough
Whoa,
city
whoa,
for
whoa.
the kiddo.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
what
using that
the
term.
point? Yeah, yeah.
Listen, listen. Just to suit what
I'm
Jay
not
says.
using that word.
Just to say what Jay says, he's my golden boy and always will be my golden boy because he's done more in this squad. He's done more for Manchester City.
That's why the
Hang on
fellow
a minute.
pros argument don't work.
Wait, what do you mean fellow pros?
Stay with respect. I don't think what I say on YouTube actually relates into the world of football properly, but never mind. If we give opinions, that's it. Nothing we say on YouTube.
Yeah.
Nobody in professional football
Better
gives
have
a
your voice
shit what
back,
any of
Luke.
us say, Steve. Don't give a shit. They laugh at us. Laugh at us.
Fine. That's fine. I don't do it for them. I don't do it for them.
Luke, you better get your voice back for Brentford because we're both gonna lose our voices at Brentford.
At the end of the day, I'll say it's the way Phil Foden's been treated by some of our so-called fans is disgusting.
Sign the contract, Phil
It
Foden.
is disgusting.
Sign the contract.
It is bang out of order. And quite frankly,
Is this disgusting to suggest this? I don't think so.
what?
To be
No, but
fair,
some fans have gone over the top, though,
To
Steve.
be fair, apparently there was a space last night. I did not partake in it. Allegedly, there was a lot of horrible stuff being said about Foden.
And Martin
And
Space.
personally, for me, they can all fuck off and go support another football team.
That's fair.
A lot of pros only watch games they have to watch.
Yeah. That's why I don't hear the fellow pros argument. I don't give a shit. They don't give a shit about us, and I don't really give a shit about them. So equal energy. So
the stuff I've been watching all season, I've literally just not heard a single person even really bring up Bernardo until last week, and then it's everywhere. Like
fellow pros like Wayne Rooney think that Neymar isn't as good as Sadio Mane. So yeah.
And the way that Stones and Holland went up to him and to like hug him, and that just like shows you that there's something like massively wrong there.
they care about him too. Like,
Yeah,
I think they're
there
worried
has
about
yeah.
him.
You know what I mean? Says some fans look at him as just a piece of meat. He's a number. He's a player.
Whoa.
He can go. To us local,
Red boy, a piece of meat.
sorry, it's the only way I can put it. us local fans, he's not that. He's a lot more than just a player. If you don't like it, tough. You don't have to agree with it. But
Actually,
that's the way
Steve
we
Black,
do
I gotta
it.
pull your bluff. I bought the tickets. So I got Luke the ticket. Oh, what are you gonna do about that, Steve Black? Anyways, no,
What do
man.
you think of the
You know
game,
what? You know
Martin?
what I think Foden needs? I would just shut up shop for the rest of the season. Send him on vacation now. If he's not fit enough to play at a high level, just don't even have him in the team. Just send him away. Go get that vacation started now.
He
Go
looks
clear your head.
skinny,
Go do
too.
all that stuff. Yeah.
He looks really skinny.
I think he just needs to change the scenery.
You mean like permanently, or like for you mean a new team?
Yeah, I think he should probably consider going somewhere else this summer.
Why?
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 Because we've said Danny Elliott a bunch of times. What position is he? What is he like? If Pep is just going to keep benching him, he needs to play
By the way,
football.
yeah, playing him in the 8 killed him
He's too
too
good to be
because
a bench player.
he ran so
we live in a
much.
world. We live in a world when people give up.
It is so hard to get players that want to stay at your club or that even care about your club. And I know they're very well compensated, but if we start going down this rocky road, we're going to start saying, you know what? And I've been guilty of it. If Holland has another year where he disappears for 3 months during the winter, do we say we have to sell him?
Well, no,
If some
because
of
that's
the
3 months.
3 months, excuse me. If some of the center backs make mistakes and bozo moments or whatever, do they now have to be sold? Like it's such a slippery slope. At some point, you have to have some continuity, and you have to keep some things in house. At worst, he is a squad player. At worst,
What did I say, Steve?
Yeah, but he might want to be more than a squad player.
Yeah, what if he doesn't accept
Somewhere else. I
that?
don't
Yeah,
know.
I think he's better than a squad player.
Yeah, he probably doesn't even deserve that.
no,
you know?
I know.
You know, Martin.
He
to
should-
your
he's
credit,
better than a
I'll
squad
give
player.
you that Nico G's the squad player. Phil Foden's not the squad player.
Mhm.
Well,
But he-
the way you lot are all, the way some people are talking about him, where's he going to go and play?
Where does he go and start?
You're not telling me he's
Doesn't
not
start
good
at
enough for
Bayern.
He would
Bayern,
start. He
not
would
good
start
enough
at
for
Arsenal.
Barcelona.
He doesn't start at Barcelona. He doesn't start at Bayern Munich.
So where did you go then? So where did you go, Burnley?
I don't think he starts for Real Madrid.
So where did you go, Burnley?
No, I think he starts for Madrid. I think
he starts for
He
Arsenal.
does not
He
start for
probably,
Madrid or Real. No.
I think
Over
he
who?
does.
Over who?
At Arsenal?
Like
Over
in his
anybody.
No, I don't start at Real Madrid.
Like
No,
current
he
form.
doesn't.
Bring
Arda
back-
Güler's already there. He's not
That's
gonna
just
Like
they bring
current
back
form?
Nico Paz as well. Like
Yeah, Nico Paz having a very good season.
Well, in current form, no, but as a
In
player,
all
he definitely
fairness,
starts at all these teams.
Daniel, you now know why people were wanting to sell Haaland 3 months ago. Because this is what happens when a player has a bad time. It's get them out the door, get me the
Martin,
new time.
Foden's been out of form for like a year and a half. This
But he's
isn't like
not. He's
a
not been
bad
out of
game
form.
for him.
This is where you're wrong. I disagree with that. Has he had a bad
you gotta
second half
use
of
the
the
term-
season?
He's had patches
Yes.
where he was good.
You got as Steve is saying.
I actually
Steve,
think-
repeat it.
No, I don't call that a purple patch because I think he was playing well before that because he was getting man of the matches before he was getting his goals.
Yeah.
No one talks about it.
But Martin, do you agree that
Man,
playing in the 8 sort of
I'm
killed
a
him?
huge fan of him, and I'm just.
Phil Foden was playing well from August to about December, January, and that's when it went.
And then he got dropped, and we haven't seen him.
That's
since.
not a purple. 5 months is not a purple patch.
Could it be fatigue though, because he was playing in the 8, running so much? I don't think he's used to that role, you know.
If you're calling Phil
That's a
Foden
waste
for
of
5-6
Foden,
months
in
a
my opinion.
purple patch,
Exactly.
then
don't think it
Newcastle
was
have
6
had
months.
Jesus.
He shouldn't be
patch.
running that much.
6 months.
Well, I disagree with you, and I've watched him
That's
home and
fine.
away for 6 months.
That's fine. That's fine. That's totally fine.
Yeah, I thought he was good in the first half of the season, and then
Yeah,
he just
good.
Jay, because
you
Jay,
know
I
when
feel
it-
like
you know
that
when it
reason that
changed,
you've no
you know-
loyalty. You've no loyalty, Jay, because you hate. You've got this thing, Jay, where you don't get why the locals are against love Foden so much. If you don't understand that, then you don't know your history of City. Then
Let's be honest. If Foden was a rubbish player, you guys would not love him. Do y'all love Rico Lewis?
no, because Rico Lewis hasn't done what Foden has done. Foden has earned that
So
ritual.
you
He's
just
earned
proved
that
Steve's
respect.
point. Yeah, you just
Yeah.
proved Steve's point.
Yeah.
No one is saying because it's like Foden has earned it over the years, and we
Yeah.
stand behind our players. Why do you think Sean Wright Phillips gets such a loving when he comes back?
Don't know.
Because he came out of our academy and he was one of us, and he was superb. He wasn't amazing. He wasn't the best player in our team, but he gets a standing ovation when he walks back out at the Etihad.
Yeah. That's fair.
There is a connection between, and I hate saying this term because, and do you know what's sad? That fans who go to the game have to keep saying this term because we're all City fans, but we have to keep saying local fans because for some reason we get discriminated against because we back our own players. I'm so sorry that we're not
Local
cold-hearted
fans versus
Palace
international
people.
fans thing is a thing everywhere. You could
That's
say
just
both.
the way
What
we
do
are.
you mean local fans get discriminated against?
We get called main road wankers, and you only love him because he's from your academy.
That's
I
being
keep telling
discriminated
this. No, that is a English football thing. Keep saying this. Look at the way Arsenal fans talk about Mac Dowman.
So you're
Yeah.
getting bantered, is what you're getting
No,
bantered.
no, it's not bantered. It's not bantered. It's because I'll be straight with you. Some fans don't understand the connection.
The connection is because he's really good.
You don't get the connection.
Yeah,
They're
no,
ignoring the
It's because we
connection.
know his
Because he's
levels,
really
that's why.
good.
Yeah, exactly. We know what
We don't
levels
have
he
a
can
connection
reach.
with Rico
Yeah, we
Lewis.
want him to
Rico
get- yeah,
Lewis
But
Rico
is-
Lewis
Aliano,
is
you're not
never
getting my point.
proven it.
Sean Wright
No, I
Phillips
agree
is
with you,
nowhere
Martin.
near. Sean Wright Phillips is nowhere near.
Yeah,
Phil
but he was
Foden's
really good
level.
in the context of what man.
And
Yeah, no,
he
Martin, I agree
is
with you that
given
we should
a
protect him
hero's
as much as we
welcome.
can. I agree with you, like everything you said about
The
Foden.
same
I
way,
think we should
I
protect him.
keep saying this, the same way Saka is protected by Arsenal fans, the same way Dalman is protected by Arsenal fans, the same way McTominay and all them was surrounded by United. That is what English fans do.
Well, the McTominay one was because he would get GNA sometimes.
Phil Foden's our second top goal scorer, Steve.
Yeah, believe it or not, Steve,
Yeah.
he still is. That's how
Y'all fair play.
unimpressive the rest of the team has been.
Fair
So if he's
play.
had a purple patch, what's the rest of the team had?
No, definitely not.
Why
a
you're
purple
in a
patch.
title race, life or death with Arsenal, my friend. With Arsenal. Yeah. Who can't score goals either.
It's like American fans love a certain player in their NFL teams, and they'll back them more than others. Yeah,
Well,
that is all it is here.
it depends how good they are. It depends how good they are. Depends how good they are.
Yeah. Also, Saka ain't been good for a while. I'm hearing Arsenal fans critique Saka.
No, they don't. They call him Saka Starboy. Hell, don't. A lot of Arsenal fans back him.
Every time I hear Starboy now, they're talking about Dowman. They ain't talking about Saka.
Have you heard of
Saka
Dowman?
can't be a star boy.
No, only some Arsenal fans. Most of them glaze him.
Yeah.
They moved on for the boy.
Yeah, no, most of them glaze.
Most of them are
glaze Saka.
glazed in him. They
Yeah.
do.
Was Saka part of the Arsenal group that got the FA Cup?
Yeah.
He was a bench player. He didn't play, but he did win the trophy, yeah. But he didn't. I don't think
He was a part of it though.
But did he play?
It was like Rico Lewis on our treble team. Like he was in the squad, but he didn't.
Can you just bring up
games.
Jay Fresh's comment, like you just said there? They don't perform, they get traded. That's fine.
That is true. That's American sports for you.
That's your culture. We don't do that here.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do?
Wait. In England, they don't sell players who are underperforming.
Not as easy as you do with just trade.
Yeah.
Not as easy, really.
No, we don't. No.
Well, trades are not easy to pull off. You have to. When you do a trade, you can't it can't be. Somebody can't really lose money. You have to do
You don't have academies. You don't have academies and all that, and the upbringing and everything that comes with it.
We do, but it's different. Yeah.
In baseball, you have minor leagues, which is basically like your
just different.
Yeah, it's like lower levels, but every team has a lower. Like every team there's lower levels, and every major league franchise has like teams in the lower divisions.
But aren't your best baseball players from overseas?
Not all of them.
Could argue.
Right now, the top player is from overseas, but a lot of our top players have not been have been American.
Don't most of your academy players come from overseas? Like the ones that make up the pitchers?
MLS teams?
No, for baseball.
Baseball, a lot of them get drafted from college. Like they play university.
You don't even have relegation and promotion. What are you doing here?
No, baseball does not.
No.
Actually, none of the American sports do. Actually, our MLS teams don't even have that, or else my team would have been relegated for fucking.
Exactly.
There's no relegation in MLS.
No.
Oh wow, I didn't know.
It's finished last, get a lot of money basically.
They're trying to establish promotion relegation for the lower divisions, but because MLS franchises are so expensive to start, they don't want to do, because remember, we're creating everything from scratch. This is not like some established culture. We're trying to catch up. Yeah, we have to do it our own stupid way, because that's just how Americans are. Like we had the dumb playoffs and the draft.
Danielle, this is why we said no to the Super League, because it was it was a stupid idea. It was never going to be accepted. It's not the way we do sport.
Yeah, but we still got the Super League though.
We still kind of
no. Well, we didn't really. Yeah, we got the Super League within UEFA, and even that's not liked a lot anymore. Even that's
I like
lost
the new Champions League format. I don't know about you guys. I really like it.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Love the new Champions
League.
I like
it
format.
too.
I'm not good.
There's more fun matchups.
Except when my team is down.
See, the thing is, though, is with the Super League, I don't think that would work long term. If you did a tournament that was literally just like the top 15 teams or 16 teams or whatever, a one-time tournament where it's like Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Juventus, Liverpool, Man City, just the top teams, no scrubs, just because the Champions League's full of these teams that are just all right, whatever. If you're finishing 5th and 6th in your division or in your league and you're still making Champions League, you're not a champion. If you just had a one-time tournament, like a World Cup, just have it a one-time tournament and just Just the top
Yeah,
teams.
Club
No,
World
no,
Cup.
no, Jay Fresh. I don't mean a Club World Cup because there's still
Yeah,
teams in
no one
there
gave a shit
that were
about
very
it.
beatable. A lot of
No one gave a shit
beatable
about
teams.
the
Like
World Cup.
I just mean literally all the top like teams. Like Liverpool, Barcelona, not even Atletico Madrid. Sorry, Keeks. Benfica, like that kind of stuff. Just those kind of teams, like the most popular teams. That's it. No minnows, and just the Sharks. I think that would be like crazy. The interest would be insane for a one time, but if you started doing it every season, like in a Super League, people would get bored after a couple of seasons.
Cal, I'm going to jump in a minute. At the end of the day, on the Phil Foden thing, you don't understand our point of view. We don't understand your point of view, and neither of us are going to agree on it. So it's a bit of a silly debate because at the end of the day, the fans who are again, hate using this fucking term, the local fans are too emotionally invested. He's done too much for the club for us all to treat him like shit and ditch him. Yes, we are criticising. We are saying something's wrong, and we are saying he needs to improve. The difference is we're not saying get the fuck out and banging the door behind him.
I'm saying he should sign a new contract.
Some people are doing it in such a cold, calculated way that
Kells is Foden in.
It's wrong. And yeah, I get it. They don't understand it. You won't understand. You don't get it.
Jay Fresh. Jay Fresh, you did that.
Oh yeah, of course we said that, didn't we, Jay? Jay, when did I ever say that? Tell me when I ever said that.
What's going on?
Jay Fresh put in the comment the locals think they're better fans though.
What did I just do?
But you know what? That statement, I agree and I don't
He
disagree.
said he never says you, but the local fans.
I agree and I don't disagree with that statement because, frankly, you hear it in most sports with their home teams versus their foreign teams. We say the same thing in Portugal. You know, Benfica fans from abroad are not the same as Benfica fans at home. They don't know what it's like to wear the red. They don't know what it's like to go through agony and adversity and be the little man punching up in Europe. So I don't disagree. If a local fan feels as though they are more than fans from abroad, to some parts I agree, some parts I disagree. But I can understand why that statement is made and why the local fans may also feel a certain way.
Yeah, and it's just like I'll never have that same connection to the team you do because I didn't grow up with it. But that doesn't mean But I'm still a fan. Like I don't like nobody's better because they go to games. I'm not better because I wake up at 4:30 in the morning and I pay thousands of dollars to have to go see my team play one game. Like that doesn't make me better in any sort of way. And the locals aren't better because they get to, they get to go to the game or anything. Nobody's better. It's not a race to who's the best fan. It's really not. It's just we're all here to support the team in our own ways. And maybe some people have opinions on how you support a team. That's fine. That's fine. But I think all of us here we're all friendly.
The only thing I will say is I think the older fans have more patience. That I will back. I think there's more patience. Yeah.
But that doesn't mean better.
No, I think there's more patience because we have been through adversity. We have been through hell and back, so we can deal with it better. It's like when you go through a divorce, once you've had 2 or 3 divorces, by the time you've had 3 divorces, you're used to it by now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's all it is. You're used to it. I just think the hate on Foden's got personal and nasty, and there's a human being behind this.
Does everyone agree he should sign the contract?
It was verbally agreed, but I'm not sure he will anymore.
You don't think Foden will, or you think the club will rescind the offer?
The club aren't going to rescind the offer. No.
Wow.
Wait,
so we don't know what Foden or Roger are doing this summer. That's a little scary.
Martin, could you repeat that last part? Who's rescinding?
No, the club aren't rescinding the offer. Pep Guardiola's told Viana to sort his contract out. Now, whether that's up to Phil to sign it now.
Do you think part of him is afraid to sign it because of the fan reaction.
I think if Foden's not signing it, it's because he's not playing. He's too old to be. He's my player this season. He should not be sitting on the bench.
No, he knows about the reactions as well. Trust me, he does. His family live on social media. His youngest son's on social media. They know about the reaction.
There's no way a 4-year-old's running his own social media.
Yeah, because I got a lot of stick.
That's his parents doing that. That's
I'm not saying he does.
4-year-old.
Right. I never said that, Kel. Listen, but you go on Instagram. His son has his own Instagram and his own account. Not saying it is being managed by him, but he has.
I know. I followed it for a second, and then I realized it was
if you
creepy,
think
so I stopped following it.
Phil Foden and his wife or his partner and his mother doesn't know what's going on social media, then you are clueless in the world. Trust me, they know.
Rich people sitting around not having to work. I'm sure they could find plenty of time to.
And at the end of the day, this does affect them because again, they are. You can sit there and go, it doesn't affect them all you want. All I'll say is go back to last summer.
The Euros or the summer before?
Well, did you get a goodbye message off Edison? Good luck. Good luck in the future, guys. Thanks for your support.
Well,
did you get a goodbye message off the Kanja?
I don't follow those players, so I didn't see what they
basically told the fan base.
I don't follow all the players on the team. So
sorry, I know we're not supposed to cuss on the show. Sorry, I cussed. Sorry. I don't know.
We don't care.
Okay. No, Akanji said fuck off to the fan base, basically.
Yeah.
When did he say that?
Well, if you read some of the interviews that he's given since he left City, and the fact that he didn't really even do a proper goodbye, it was basically like he was done with us.
Yeah, Steve's out delivering pizzas.
I used to. Fun job.
Hey, ain't no shame in that.
At the end of the day,
a lot of tips.
These guys are putting their bodies on the line. Yes, they're getting paid a lot of money. I understand that. But abuse is still abuse. And human beings are still human beings.
Who's getting that?
Nobody should be abusing the players.
I'm not being funny. Tell Semenyo's been here 5 weeks and he's got racial abuse.
I know, we saw. It's disgusting. It shouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
But this is football fans now. And we all go, hey.
Well, I think if you're sending racist thing, I think that's a sign of a societal decline. Like that is.
Losers.
Maybe that means the culture is just more racist than we think it is. Because we've had a lot of issues with racism in our fan base lately. I know there's been some, particularly on this channel, there's been some problems with it. I won't get into the details, but Pat has posted about racism, people being racist to him, and it's disgusting. Nobody deserves that treatment. We got to move past that at some point, guys, as a society. Like,
we needed to start straight up. We need to straight up, like, just need to start ignoring it. Stop giving these people do it to fucking wind everyone up.
You just block them. If someone's racist, you block them. That's all you do. They can go live their lives however they want to, but I don't need to see it. I don't want to be a part of it. So, when that surfaced, I blocked the person, and I
stop
giving
it fucking airtime.
Yeah.
Stop giving it airtime.
Exactly. So,
Martin, what did you actually think of the game? I'm curious to think.
Oh.
What did you actually make of the
big spot on, Connor? Racist abuse.
Yeah, 100%.
Spot on.
What did you make of the game, Martin?
I thought we were poor up until about the 65th minute.
I agree. Yes, that's not.
It really changed when the subs came on.
On the wingers, yeah.
Yeah.
This is, and the trouble is, I think moments in games change people's outcomes on players. And
I know who that's
part of my issue. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Just say it. Just say it. Just say it.
Look here again. Look here again.
Uh-oh. Martin has been attacked by a Dalek, it sounds like.
Oh, sorry, go on. What were you saying? I suppose you were having a go at me there about Nico J.
No, I just said you sounded like you were being attacked by a Dalek.
No, yeah, no, I was. Listen, for me, the three standout players were Kovacic, Shaqiri, and Stones.
I literally said
Thought
that.
Doc-
My tweet of the
I
my
thought- I
recap
thought
tweet was
Doc,
I said big up, pour one out for the Unks. The unction is back.
Sort of Doku showed goodness when he come on, and it was a great goal by Nico. But this, my issue is, and by the way, this is a lot of thought Foden was crap. Said that.
Yeah, he had a.
Thought Trafford was okay. Pulled up a couple of good saves. Thought his distribution in the first half was poor. We all said that in the stadium.
Turkey was crap for 65 minutes of that.
Turkey was off it. It was not a great display. And my thing is, Nico G scored an absolute banger, 100% no doubt. But Kovacic was the best midfielder we had on the pitch.
Yes.
That's fine.
So I don't care. So when people
that's fine.
And that's all I said, and I got, because people go, Nico G was exceptional. Like,
no, he wasn't.
I get it. He scored the goal.
I don't think I thought he was.
Yeah, he wasn't exceptional. He was just good.
Was like it was.
No, but
okay.
It was just a good performance.
If he hadn't scored that 30-yard banger, I think people are talking about the performance in a different light.
Yeah, no, I agree.
What's happened is a goal. It's like a save. If a goalie makes a world-class save, and it's the only save they've made all game, people go, he was world-class.
Wait. We found out who was sleeping at the game. It was Steve Black.
So this is my thing. We've got to be
sleeping at the game.
Let's be straight. If that was City versus, and this is my thing that makes me wild, we played better than that at Burnley on Wednesday night. And people cried about Burnley more than they did about
chances. We just missed them.
Yeah.
Oh, God. That game was awful at Burnley.
I just think...
No, I don't think it was awful, though. I just think we couldn't finish.
That was not a fun game to watch.
Because we created a lot of chances, but they just couldn't finish.
Yeah. We created 28 chances.
Yeah.
What? Apart from the couple of saves in the second half, how many saves did their goalie make in the first half?
Like maybe one.
That's Trafford. Yeah, I found you, Steve. You are sleeping on camera. And you know what? You also had some buddies in the away end or the Southampton end who were sleeping as well.
Wait, Martin. So then, by that logic, are we saying that as long as we create chances, we cannot criticize the players as much if they fail to convert those chances?
Oh, no. You can, 100%. You can criticize the finishing. The finishing's crap on Wednesday.
It was not good yesterday.
Finishing was crap. But the build-up play must have been half decent to create 29 chances.
No, the actual play was good.
The chances, were crap.
By that logic, should the strikers be criticized more during the Burnley game versus during yesterday's game, seeing as to how we didn't create more chances for about 60
thought
minutes?
Against Burnley, it was a finishing issue. So whoever the strikers were, etc., Nico Riley missed a golden opportunity. Yeah, I'd see you criticise them on their finishing. Yesterday, I thought the team was sloppy. As a whole.
I agree. I completely agree. I thought Gonzalez took way too long on the ball.
Because one thing I will say, as much as Burnley, and it's a very difficult thing because, let's be straight, if we were playing Chelsea or Arsenal yesterday with that team, how would it have finished, think?
Chelsea are wide open, so they don't defend very well.
Nah, I still think they would beat us with that team, though. I think he rotated a lot.
Yeah, I question that. There's just no. You know why the team was sloppy yesterday is because none of them knew what to do with each other. They hadn't played a game. Some of them hadn't played in weeks, and the last time they all played together was probably the Leverkusen game like 5 months ago.
And we played the wing backs
there's no timing, there's no chemistry, there's no symmetry,
rhythm.
Yeah, exactly. There's none of that. So I get being sloppy yesterday. The team on Wednesday had been playing together for the last 10 games.
But they played well other than the finishing, though. That's the difference. They just couldn't finish, but they actually played well.
I thought Nico O'Reilly struggled in the Wednesday game.
So then, why is the sympathy different?
I think because this was more of a semifinal, so the main thing is just win it. I don't
Is
think
it-
he
Do you
can
know
live up to
why?
promises.
Danielle,
You guys
I'll,
think
no,
Southampton
I'll
played
tell you
well?
why, Danielle. Danielle, I'll tell you why. And this is
Go on.
just my opinion of it.
Go on.
Because people don't want to say our squad is not as good as it once was. And the
No, it
so-called
isn't.
backup players are not as good as what we were expecting. Yes, by the way, I'm not selling them, a lot of them. I think some of them need more time. I'm not an advocate of selling Nico. Listen, I'm not an advocate of selling Nico G and Reinders or Mamouche and all them. Keep them, no problem. The problem is, though, they have to be prepared to know their role, in essence,
Mhm.
which is a sad thing to say. Now, you can do one or two things with that. You can prove your manager wrong and go out and, when you get the opportunity, storm everyone off the pitch, or you do what Trafford's done and sort of give up and leave. You do one or two things with it.
But Martin, doesn't a part of that also assume, like you said, the backups are not as good as we thought they were going to be, or as good as other players? Isn't it also
They
unfair?
blocked so many fucking shots out there. I got to give it to them. Defensively, they fucking wow.
Isn't it unfair to judge these players also assuming that mentally they may not be as good talent wise, but to assume that mentally they were as good as even the backups that we had? They're not the same people. So if
No, they're
the
not.
same,
And they've also not played a lot, so the rhythm's not there.
right?
Exactly.
But then
So that's why I'm
if
going to be more lenient on them yesterday than I will be the team on Wednesday, who's been playing together.
So then, if they're not the same people, they're not the same players. Why? Okay, I'm gonna just rip it off. It seems like if a performance versus Burnley where we didn't score a lot but we created chances, everyone is fine as long as we get the win. A performance like yesterday where it wasn't what it was, but because certain players had moments, everyone is willing to be okay with it. As long as your player has a moment,
Martin
it seems
has
like
developed a Trafford agenda.
certain people are okay with it, and they won't
Yes,
critique.
because we live in a moment's world. We live in
They
a
won't
moment's
critique.
era.
They won't critique the game in broad sense. It's like, okay, he
Yes.
had his moments, so thereby he was good. So
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agenda. I got to read this message from Spartacus.
To put it bluntly, it's like
I
having.
I did a GG on Trafford. Oh.
I'm going to put it bluntly. One good lay does not make you a porn star.
Yeah.
Whoa. Pause.
That's the only way I can put it.
Martin parked outside the Bunny Ranch now. I'm joking.
But seriously, it doesn't. One good thing doesn't. This is my thing with the Ake and Stones were good because we always knew they were good. It was an injury issue with those two. It wasn't a skill set. It wasn't an ability issue.
Bro,
it was a
Stones,
keeping fit issue.
Stones.
Ron Jeremy. Yeah,
John
Jorge.
Stones.
Still in the,
John Stones is a Rolls Royce of a player.
He was top 3 player for you guys.
You don't lose that ability.
Pivoting with that, does that mean that there's going to be tension in even the fan base? Because from the center backs that are out right now, if they come back, they're not bad players. It's not like they were performing poorly either.
What happened?
Will people be?
It is happening. It is happening.
He's in the spot.
Promise you, 5 minutes. I'm going to it, Ash. Promise you.
I'm trying to understand what Yosko and
Jorge.
Ruben.
We need Jorge back.
I'll tell you what it is. Right, Danielle. Right, just rip the band-aid off. It's Player FC. Just say it.
No.
Daniela, just say what it is. It's Player FC. And we don't like to admit it.
Having good players is important.
Fans have their favourites, and they always do. They always like the style of play. This is why we flip-flopped from long ball's no good, tic-tac is no good. Let's go back to tic-tac. Let's go back to long ball. And then we're doing Doku Grealish, cushion off Diaz, Gavadio Minan down the road. Then we're doing Harlan Mamouche. Oh no, they are. People have moved Gabardio to left back now because they can't drop cushion off anymore. So this is what now happens.
Actually, there is one person who says Vardiel should be our backup striker.
But and this is and the trouble is everyone is doing it. Why, Danielle? Because they don't want to their player, their favorite player, to be forgotten or left. And that's what it is all about. And no one will really get to the crux of it.
Jadar wants to know who Ron Jeremy is. Steve Jeremy? No. It's Jorge Jeremy.
That's just the way it is, Danny. And you know this. It goes on all the bloody time. No one supports the squad as a whole now. I've seen it at games. People are there with Haaland scarves and Haaland shirts. Haaland leaves, they'll leave.
Yeah. Every fan base.
It was like, did you see the guy? It was the guy at Tottenham. Son, me and Son.
Son
Heung-min. Yeah.
We all know it's Savio.
How many South Korean fans left Tottenham when he left Tottenham? Same with us. We had loads of.
Egyptians are going to leave when Mo Salah leaves.
We had a massive Algerian fan base. Yeah. Mahrez left. A lot of them left. Turkey's come. Ryan ain't know it. Right, we're back.
They're all back.
Yeah. So which is, and what they do is now we live in a day now that people aren't following the club, they're following the player. Some will follow a manager.
We're getting French Twitter soon with that, right?
It's like Mazza. You know this Mazza. No one's actually, other than Steve, I've spoke to. No one else gives you a breakdown of Mazza. Do you know what they say about Mazza? French Algerian. That's all they tell me. French Algerian.
I knew about Mazza the season before because of
but you know what I mean. But unless you watched him and seen him, I don't need to know he's French Algerian. I don't give a shit what his passport is.
Because people pretend they've watched them when they haven't.
No,
do I care what his bloody Algerian passport is?
I didn't watch him. I just knew about the link last year that they were scouting heavily in the second division, and he was the guy. Yeah. He was the guy that they were hoping to snap up. But even then,
and Steve was watching him then.
Yes, no. Steve watches football like what's the word? Aficionado. Even if when they when they were scouting Mazza, there was no guarantee that he was even going to come. It was possibly going to be a loan.
He made a good choice by going to Leverkusen first.
100%.
He's done his
100%.
Because he need to play, yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Rose is here. The queen of positivity.
But you're the latest one now.
Big up, Rose.
But Danielle, the latest one is Diamandi now. Everyone's got stars in their eyes over Diamanda.
And like I said on your show, Martin, nobody has watched him play.
I know.
In our fan base, the ones crying over it, they've never watched him.
Cal, I'll tell you what it is. The majority of football fan bases now. The majority of football fan bases live on Twitter.
Steve, is he $100 million player?
They just watch his clips.
Is he 100M?
Is he $100 million player?
Okay, Sparkus.
No chance.
If City dropped to 180 million on Mazza and Diamandi, have they done good business?
No, I'd say you did terrible business.
A little bit of an overpay, but you're bringing in two fucking studs. You're overpaying a bit by about 30.
Steve, have
to
you
win now? By the way, we're not here to win in 5 years. We're here to win now, Steve.
The replacement that Leipzig already has lined up for Diamande.
Okay. So do I. Hey, guess who's back?
Swedish league, but Nigeria. Who?
Sparkus.
Donnarumma agenda. Donnarumma agenda.
So good job. I'm going to my space in a minute. He can Donnarumma slug all
Up, Martin. You're doing what you think I do with Donnarumma. You're doing with Trafford now. You're quite literally doing it with Trafford.
Armour.
You're doing what you think I do with Donnarumma with Trafford.
Hold on.
Well, hang on a minute. I don't know what I'm doing with Trafford.
You're making the things that he does well, and you're saying that that was okay. That was average.
No, I didn't. Hang on. I said Trafford was good yesterday. He pulled off 2 good saves.
Yeah, but you said his distribution wasn't that good.
In the first half, it wasn't. We all watched it.
He hardly had the ball.
I agree with Martin.
We all watched it.
Yeah, I mean,
Martin, if that distribution is average, then you cannot say that Donnarumma distribution was average then.
Hang on, Steve. Hang on, Spartacus. He chipped a ball straight to a mid-Southampton player.
Yes. That was first
Yeah,
half,
that
right?
will happen every now and again. Donnarumma does that
First
every
half, right?
fucking kick he does.
No. Donnarumma does that, and you're all over Twitter. Fucking told you, my WhatsApp blows up with 15 messages.
You told he does it with every fucking touch of the ball, Martin. Because the guy
He
does
did
it
it
with
'cause he couldn't
literally
touch
every
the ball.
touch of the ball.
It's crazy.
Oh, right. Anyway, if you're going to do Donnarumma again, I'm going to go because I'm bored. Because I'm going to give her a fat now. Donnarumma's number 1, Trafford's number 2. Live with it or don't live with it. Choose whichever way you want.
Trafenda.
Martin, the
I am
fact that
gonna
that's
do
the
it.
case
Try to
doesn't
get
stop a
Trafenda.
conversation to be had.
Bonne nuit. Bonsoir.
But the conversation's happening with you only.
It's not really, Martin. You know that's not true as well. You know that that's not true.
It's not happening.
Martin, you know that that's not true. Martin, you know that's not true.
Spartacus, don't lie. Don't lie.
I'm not lying. You know that's not true, Martin.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. We'll speak off air. You tell me who you speak to. I'll have that guy fired in 5 minutes.
Go on.
Wow, Martin's sacking people. Oh,
I will say.
so Martin works for Man City. If he's
No.
sacking people-
No. I know someone who works at Say who's in the admin and knows the whole staff list. I can get a staff list name within 3 minutes.
Wow.
Maybe then he's gonna get sacked
Martin
then.
is coming after hardworking
Not with
men
me,
and their
mate.
families. Ooh.
Because we both know that that's not the
They
case.
are not having
Martin.
these conversations. They are not doing what you're doing.
Martin, we both know that that's not the case. There is a little bit of a friction inside the club that does
The
believe
thing is,
that.
Spartacus, it's just friction in the club for a lot of other reasons. You're sat there, Spartacus, because you said to me once, Nobbin says that. Nobbins doesn't even criticise anywhere near us like you.
Martin, Martin, you don't want it. Are you saying that I say things because Nobbin says things? Is this what you're implying with what you're saying? That I'm criticizing him because Donnarumma, because
you're a
Nobbin's
hater.
criticized.
You're a hater.
I'm not a hater. I do statistical analysis.
You hate
There's not hating,
I don't
Martin.
care. You do football analysis for a poxy part-time Brazilian team. Behave.
It's not part-time. It's Cruzeiro.
Well.
It's quite literally not part-time, Martin, but okay.
Cruzeiro has a better atmosphere than any
Let's
team.
not criticize those that work part-time, full-time, or any time. Work is work, okay? Work is work. Let's not do that.
And even if it was part-time, which it isn't, it's still a lot closer to being inside a football club and knowing how statistical analysis actually
I'm going
works.
to drop a bomber.
You do.
I'll drop a bomber. Okay, then what I do, you don't know what I do. Because I've got more coaching badges than you've got any qualifications, mate. So let's not play that game.
I'm not too sure on that one, Martin. This is not dick sizing.
Oh, have you not?
This is a dick size contest.
not do a dick
This is not dick size contest, but not too sure on that one, Martin.
You didn't even understand tax law in Europe, so let's not do this, Spartacus.
Jorge's the challenge.
Yeah, you don't pay the taxes in Europe. I pay taxes in Brazil. You want me to fucking...
Martin, you're telling me how European tax law works.
Well, he played in England for a year, so he would
Wait,
probably have some
can I give a quick? Can I give a shout out?
Sure.
Joe.
Did he go? Spartacus, are you still there?
No, I thought he's still
Yeah.
Okay, I thought he dropped.
Joe, how do you pronounce his name? Labitier from Coventry? Former
Latiboudiere. Yes.
Yeah, however you pronounce it.
Latiboudiere.
Yes.
Yes. What about him?
A big shout out to him for being promoted to the Prem. Former City boy. Came out of our academy.
Steve and I are American, so we got to shout out Haji Wright for welcome to the big leagues. Welcome to the
Who? Striker in Newcastle. Fucking.
Who?
Yeah.
Haji Wright is Coventry's striker. He's American, so.
Oh, good for him.
We're not very good. We're not very good at football, so we get excited when.
Hey, Haji Wright's a good striker, man. He'll score at least 10.
Wait. I have a question. Where's Serginho Dest?
Serginho Dest at Peshme.
Damn,
he had an injury, but he just came back from it. Yeah.
Wow. I was watching Barca the other day, and I was just thinking, what happened to him?
Anyway, right, I'm going to go because I don't want to get people upset and
no fighting.
Martin, you're doing your space. You can do your space.
Apparently, someone works for a Brazilian club, but the men have signed NDA. He's going to share all the information.
Martin, work is work.
They're done.
Work is
Sure, that's a breach of contract.
Yeah, we want. This is the box set. Yeah, the people are here for Martin versus Spartacus. Oh, we need a field trip to Troyes. The league on road trip is going to include Troyes.
I didn't know Donnarumma was this big of an issue versus Trafford.
Oh, it is. Oh,
no, because people just want to hate. They just want to hate.
No, but I think Spartacus has been very, because I've done a lot of streams with Spartacus, a lot of watch-alongs, and he's been very consistent all year. It's a tactical thing. He thinks he's not a tactical fit.
Not when you're putting out. This is what.
With his opinion.
Hang on, Cal. Not when you're sharing. This is what they're saying within a club. When you work for a club and you've signed NDAs to not share certain information on a public forum.
I have no comment on that. All I can say is Spartacus is the way he speaks about Donnarumma. It's just a tactical thing, and he's been saying it the whole season. That's all I'm saying.
That's fair.
He's not been a flip flop about it. He's been concerned with it from the beginning.
No, and that's listen. I know Spartacus doesn't like Donnarumma, and that's fine.
Donnarumma,
absolutely fine.
He doesn't think he's a tactical fit.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't like him. He's told me that private. Kelstar, he's told me that privately. He doesn't like him.
I'll break the ice.
I don't like the guy because
I didn't hear that.
No, I don't like players who play with football clubs. I don't like that. I don't like players who
so it's a personal thing.
There you go, Steve.
No, it's not, Martin. I'm enough of a man to understand what it is, my emotion and what
because Edison and
no, Martin, that's not the case. No, Martin, that is not the case whatsoever.
Yes, it is.
That is not the case whatsoever. I never admitted. What did I admit? What did I admit?
You said you didn't like the way Savinio and Edison were treated.
No, I don't, but one thing doesn't correlate to the other one.
Okay. So the way you're treating Edison, the way people treated Edison is the way you're treating Donnarumma, but one's
am I sending death threats to Donnarumma's children, to his wife? Because that was my point.
No.
My point was not that they can be criticized. My point was always that my point, you can go back to the games spaces and everything. My point wasn't that you cannot criticize Edison for Please do.
Because you said go back to the spaces the way Edison was treated. Yes, you mentioned death threats. You also said the way he was treated by the fan base was wrong.
Yeah. The fan base was threatening his kids and wife.
What are you? What's like you? Right, so what are you doing with all this
Martin, am I threatening?
With all what you're saying about Donnarumma, what does that incite? As Danielle just said, I didn't realise this was such a thing.
Do you want me to be intellectually dishonest then to people and just lie and say, no, everything is kumbaya, I don't think there is any issues and I don't think...
You're not meant to break confidentiality, but you've been doing that.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Everything I said has already been told by somebody else.
There you go.
It's not me that said it first time, by the way.
You're saying I've been told by someone at the club.
Steve, past agenda.
Martin,
which you get that information because of the job you've got. I don't work for
the same people that everything that I said was already said by somebody else in the media. I'm not breaking any news when I say this, so I'm not breaking any NDAs. Yes. If you want to, I can send you. If you want to, I can send you.
Yeah, that's hearsay then.
That's hearsay then. You might think that's hearsay then. I don't know, Martin. I don't know what to tell you.
You made out as though someone in the club was having you said someone in the club was having a big debate saying over at Donnarumma and Trafford.
There is a big debate on that part. Yes, you know that as well.
How do you know that? No,
because
there was a debate at the Liverpool game.
We're not going to out any sources. Like, guys, keep your sources.
There was a big debate.
There are people, for example.
I don't want anyone getting sacked.
Martin Senley already broke that. He already said that. I think it was Senley. There was a big journalist that already said this.
Oh, he did? No, that was after the Liverpool game. It's fine now.
No, there was a lot after that. That wasn't after the Liverpool
This
game.
is why I keep my other GC private. It just gets too personal. Come on, guys.
Martin,
I'm trying to help Spartacus because
I'm
in the
not
job, and
breaking
this is
any
fact,
NDA here.
you know this yourself. You work for a club and you speak to someone at other clubs, there are NDAs involved, right or wrong?
Yeah, but I'm not breaking any because this news has already been broken by other people.
He's technically
Sam
right.
Lee's not liked by Manchester City for this very
I
reason.
don't care because he's already said it, so I'm not breaking any NDAs. Sam Lee already said it.
I
So
don't
this
fully
isn't me
believe what
breaking an
Sam Lee
NDA.
says. Because some of the things, if you heard some of the things what people at the club think about Sam Lee, you'd be like, well.
I believe what Steve says and what Kel says.
Have you heard Pep Guardiola talk to Sam Lee? You think Pep likes Sam Lee?
No, Pep doesn't like
No, I know he doesn't like Sam Lee. I know that.
So, and you're giving me Sam Lee as a thing here. Come
Sam
on.
Lee brother talks shit. That's what I've heard.
Oh.
Martin, I'm saying that whatever I said is not breaking any NDAs because it was already broken by Sam Lee. I'm not saying that I know this because of Sam Lee. But whatever he said has already been said. So it's not breaking NDAs.
That's what I've heard.
Who said he's credible? Who's MI5 or M15? What does that mean?
MI5? I thought that's like the British secret.
Give me a second.
Shit.
Is that what James Bond works for?
Yeah.
This is why I don't share names, because I don't work for the club, so I'm not signed NDAs. But I'll never share it because I don't want the guy I do speak to lose his job. So I'll never. So people have said to me, "Who's the name?" I'm never going to do that.
Oh.
Because when you work for the club in a certain capacity, I work with other clubs, you have to sign NDAs. And Spartacus knows this for a fact.
Okay,
because you get access to the background data and to databases that other people are not. Right or wrong, Spartacus? And you know this.
I don't want anyone getting sacked, so don't feel obligated.
No, because you get access to reports, you get access to the database.
It's cool. It's cool. He's getting sacked.
We've just got to calm down a bit on the I know this, I know that.
Just say I know
Jesus.
it all. ITK wars.
I don't know why though.
I'm no ITK. The person I speak to is the ITK. I'm not. I don't work for SETA.
Yeah. Oh, we know that.
I wish I did.
Really?
Why do you think certain people who used to rep Manchester City got stopped working for Manchester City for a period of time?
Probably because they critiqued the club.
Done a better stopper, better feet.
And they were sharing information that they shouldn't have done.
Salami Jenna.
Wait, so Martin, I have a question. Would you sell Trafford if you had the decision?
No, but Trafford wants to go.
But he's under contract. We could tell him no.
Yeah.
They're not going to keep him on that.
Yeah, you can't keep a player.
We kept Bernardo for 5 years when he wanted to go.
The different
But
player.
that's different. Yeah, that's different.
Why is it different?
Still wanted to go.
Because one got $300,000 a week.
All right, give Trafford a new contract at high wages.
And Bernardo was playing. Trafford isn't playing. That's the difference.
Yes.
Anyways, I've got to go.
What
Big
do
up
you
to
think
everyone.
Donnarumma is going to do in 2 years? Do you think he's going to go to Real Madrid to replace Courtois? Or do you think he'll stay at Man City?
Before you answer that, all this could have been solved if the club simply executed the Diego Costa deal. We wouldn't be here. You would have gotten your ball playing. You would have gotten your shot.
Diogo Costa ain't that guy. I'm sorry.
The keeper?
Debatable. Come on.
The keeper.
Debatable.
Yeah.
Debatable.
He's not that guy. I'm sorry. He's not that
Debatable.
guy.
I like Costa. I think he's a good keeper. I think Costa is a good keeper.
I like James Trafford.
The ball playing people would have been happy. Spartacus would have been happy. Martin with the shot stopping would have been happy. It would have been a good price, good wages. But we decided to go and do the in between, and here we are.
We're the only fan base who gets. We get a top keeper, and then we moan about it. I will go back to every stream. I will go back to every stream when we signed Donnarumma. People were doing the street cards.
They're gonna win the league.
Ooh, I want to see some of these street parties. I missed that. I want to see that.
Okay, what do we do about the right back?
We gotta sign
I'm
someone.
a young one.
If Matthias Nunes gets injured, we're fucked. So
Does he want to sit on the bench? Matthias Nunes
No,
plays
they're looking
a
at 2 or
lot.
3. They're looking at the
Does he
guy
want to
at
stop playing
Coventry.
a lot now?
They're
Like, what do you
looking at
do?
3.
How do
They're
you bring in a
looking at
young
3.
player and convince him to wait?
You're looking
And-
at
But they're
Milan
looking
Van
at-
Eula, right?
No, but they're looking at
Huh?
Milan L, whatever his name is,
Van
at
Uwe.
Coventry.
Van Uwe.
Yeah, looking at him who
Who's
talks
that?
about months ago. Right back at Coventry.
He's
Who's
Dutch.
Van Uwe?
Is he
Milan
is he
Van
English
Uwe.
or is he homegrown?
You talking about is he Coventry?
What's a POJ?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
wanna know.
he's
Coventry.
called Milan L.
No, okay, but
Kojic.
so if he
Van
comes, he's
Uwe.
but if he comes, he's the backup. Are you?
They're
you
also
going to
looking
tell
Olivier
Matthias Nunes you're
Reed.
going to play
Oh,
less games?
Javiro,
Like,
Javiro Reed. Yes.
Yeah, they're looking at Javiro Reed, but he's wanted by Bayern. But find
the
out now
reports
what
say
sell
Javier Reed
price.
wants to go to Bayern.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they want silly money.
So then
And
why are
also
we
the other
chasing
guy
a player that
looking at
doesn't
is
want to
Kyle.
come to us?
I think this is a fact about Donnarumma. I don't think anybody in the Man City fan base was regularly watching PSG last season in
Is someone
Ligue
speaking?
A. They watched him in the Champions League be brilliant.
Is Kel
They
speaking?
did not watch him in Ligue 1. I can pretty much guarantee you that.
Except me. I'm not part of
Except
your
Steve.
family.
I meant the Man City fan base.
Yeah.
So I think that's some of the problems we're getting with these players is like I said, I don't think people watch these play like when like we said multiple times with Diamande. Okay, Martin's going. He's going to go into space. We'll send you there afterwards. But nobody watches Diamande regularly. They don't know anything about him, but they're like, "Oh, he's so good." I'm like, nobody's watched him. Nobody watched Donnarumma at PSG. I know. Some of us watched him struggle at against Real Madrid and against Bayern Munich when he was at PSG.
Okay, wait. Question: is Chevalier still a backup?
Yep.
Yeah, he is.
Damn, I was so wrong about him.
No.
He's
For now.
Yeah.
For now, you're not, but things can change. I'm not convinced with Safanov either. They're still losing games in Liga with Safanov in goal because of some of his unconvincing goalkeeping.
Yeah, that guy's been hit or miss too.
Yeah.
I just think Chevalier is going to be fine. I just think he needs a little bit of time to get used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a very good keeper because Steve and I did a lot of scouting on him last year. About midway through the season, we started watching Liga.
Yeah.
So I think he is a good keeper, and he would have been a good fit at City. He might have gone through the same kind of growing pains, but he's a good keeper. And
I'll tell you who's the real deal. Juan Garcia.
Yes.
Oh, mate, he's going to be by a country mile the best keeper on the fucking planet. He was my pick, by the way.
Yeah, we all wanted him, but we knew he was going to go to Barcelona. We knew he wasn't going to leave Spain.
Give him silly money. See how fast his head turns.
Oh,
Give him silly money.
Since the Man City fan base has a lot of influence in these in the City transfer business, Hugo Viana, you need to throw the bag at Juan Garcia.
I don't mean now anymore because I think we missed the chance. But when he was which one was Granada, right? Or I think it was Granada.
What?
Granada, yeah. Oh, where he played?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah, where he
Juan
played.
Garcia played?
Yeah, I think it was Granada. I forgot.
No, it's Espanyol.
He was Espanyol. Yes, Espanyol.
Yeah.
When he was back at Espanyol, give him silly wages and see how fast he goes to England.
Yeah. But you think we blew it now because of
Yeah, he's not leaving
Barcelona.
Barca.
Pick Barcelona though.
Give him silly wages. His head's gonna turn. Well, yeah, it's not even gonna be close.
But then again, he's gonna get silly wages eventually at Barcelona.
But
I don't
he's gonna
think
get
he's a
eventually
totally
silly
bad
wages, or he's
Barca.
gonna get now silly wages.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
So we could have given
Give
him
him-
silly wages and
And
if
that guy
we
is worth
signed him
every
from,
fucking penny of it.
yeah, I don't know. I guess we just missed out. We're not. I don't know.
You guys see Ederson lose his shit today? The Istanbul derby.
I missed it. I was
Fucking
driving
hilarious.
home.
No.
That Turkish league is corrupt as hell.
Yes,
Yeah.
Galatasaray had
Sent
2
off
times in the first half.
twice recently, or was I tripping?
Yeah, he got sent off. Yeah.
He never got sent off for City, did he? I don't remember if he ever
Well,
did or not.
he's yeah.
Oh, here's a question, Steve.
Azedin Unahi.
Onahi.
I like him. He's a good player, but he's not Man City level.
Who are you talking about?
Azzedine Ounahi, the Moroccan
Girona.
midfielder, Girona.
Oh yeah. That's
He's
another
a good
political
player.
Uh-oh,
But
is that another
he's-
politics? Uh-oh.
Politics.
Do you think the next one, Daniele, in the CFG project is that kid at Troyes?
Matisse de Tourbet?
Yeah, but he's coming in 2 years.
Is
Apparently,
he a winger?
Yeah.
he's a winger.
Why would we be linked to a
bloody
winger?
good
Because I
one.
think by 2 years we'll know what the
A
future
bloody
is of
good
the
winger,
wingers we have
too.
right now.
A very, very good winger.
Give me what's the read on him, Steve? Is he good? What
He's
is
super technical. He's got close control. He's got fucking needs more end product, but the vision, the passing, the combinations that he can do on the fly.
Does he defend?
Needs to work a bit harder defensively.
So basically, from what I've heard, basically he's Savio but doesn't defend as well.
Does he shoot better than Savino?
I
That's
think
could be
he's
the
a more
difference.
convincing finisher all around than Savino.
Okay, so Savino tracks back better and defends better, and this other kid.
My dog.
He's a better shooter.
My dog shoots better than Savio.
I don't know if De Tourbet is Man City level, but he's definitely a very, very promising player. I think.
What about the other kid?
Steve
Kels, I sent you his name. Trieste has another kid that's got like 20 GA.
Do we think that we're gonna keep the bar next season?
Who?
The club. Do you think that we keep the club, or do we sell it?
That's stock Troyes, like sell it.
No, the club. Do we sell the club, or do we keep the club now that they're in Ligue 1?
No, you're gonna keep them. Why would you sell them?
Because you make a ridiculous amount of profit selling them.
Well, if they think he's going to be the next big thing, they'll want to keep him and try him out. And I think by the time he's ready, the club will have decided on what they're going to do with Doko.
You keep him
and
under
Semenyo, we got to keep Semenyo in there too. There is a scenario where Semenyo kind of gets some Marmouche treatment next year. There kind of is because he's not a techie baller.
But he can play on the wide areas, so there's more versatility there.
That's true, and he does. He's very. He's
Adeline.
English too. That's a big thing. I think that's the biggest thing in his favor is he's got the homegrown.
Martin Adeline, Steve. That's the kid I was telling you about. Martin Adeline. Adeline. Martin Adeline. I put a request out. I'm waiting to get one of the accounts to post it.
Okay.
They're doing a deep dive on him, and then they're gonna post it. But very interesting prospect.
Yes. Yeah.
Former PSG.
I need to see a bit more from him, but he's definitely got like a very good. He's got good vision, and he's got really good anticipation in terms of where to be on the pitch at what time. His passing range is good. I need to see more, but he's a good prospect as well. And Troyes have a stacked team. I can't lie. They got fucking stacked.
Do we think that like the CFG kid? Do you think he'll just they'll let him see what he does in Ligue 1 next year? Just keep him on loan.
Yeah.
And then just see what he does Ligue 2 versus Ligue 1, that kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, that's probably smart for now.
Definitely. Yeah.
I think that'd be it.
The other rumor, Luis Ocampos is scouting the baby czar from Russia.
Oh, is that the brother at fucking Krasnodar?
No, the one from Lokomotiv
Moscow.
Batakov.
Siska. I have not watched Russian football since before COVID. It's a fun league, to be fair. Who is this?
I would be very concerned about getting anybody from the Russian league.
Why?
The Russian and the Ukrainian league, the players, they translate a little bit better than some of the other leagues. Like Serbian leagues is like hit or miss.
I'm gonna be honest. After seeing how
I don't care what league you come from. If you're a good player, you're a good player. simple.
don't think that that's necessarily true.
No, but it is.
For example, I think Gerson, he went out of Flamengo being one of the best players in Brazil.
Yeah.
And came back a shell of himself.
Who are you talking about?
Yeah, but that's Gerson's
Gerson.
problem, not the league's problem.
But that's not like that constantly happens. That constantly happens.
Yeah,
That's not something that is just.
Yeah, you get everybody run Jeremy's on the stream.
Yeah, but
that's not something that's unusual.
I can't read it. What does it say?
That's Gerson's problem.
But that's the thing. Like you can go through the months, and you're gonna see that you can go through the transfer, and you're gonna see that the players they come back from that league a shell of themselves usually. The rare occasion they perform better. But if you're going on the basis of the rare occasion, then you can say that buying a player from the Japanese league could translate into you getting one of the best players on the planet because Nakata came out of Japan. Like,
that's not what I said, though. I never said, oh, it's justified to buy from the J League because he might be the next Nakamura. I said if you're good
you get
enough,
what I'm saying,
where
like
you're playing. But the thing is about players is their behaviors and what they do in one league doesn't drastically change when they go to another league. It really doesn't.
Victor Gyökeres,
Gyökeres is doing the same shit that he's doing in Sporting. The difference
yeah, but he was getting 40 goals in Sporting.
The difference is Gyökeres, they don't play to his strengths there. They don't play nothing like Sporting did.
Gyökeres is never going to get... Yep, Gyökeres is never going to get 25 goals a season in the Premier League, and he was getting 40 in the...
Yeah, but no Arsenal attacker is thriving. None of their attackers are thriving.
Yeah, Steve's right.
You can switch him from anybody. You can put him anywhere. You can put him anywhere. He's not going to get over 25 consistently, let alone 40.
No.
You have a coach that plays to his strengths, you have a much better chance.
If you watch Gyökeres when he was at Coventry, he was doing a lot of the same things that he was doing at Sporting Lisbon.
Yeah.
The
behavior of the players don't change when they move to a new league.
Yeah. Arsenal don't play to it.
Alphonso Davies balling out in MLS on the wing, and they're going to Bayern München and then getting a start pretty quick and then doing what he's done now at left back. His behaviors and his mannerisms and his performances as a player don't change much. It's just
Kenny Reinders said the guy was one of the best midfielders in Serie A.
I told you about Reinders. I told all of y'all in your fan base about Reinders.
About Reinders.
But Steve, again, he was a very good
player. It had
player.
nothing to do with the level because he had the same problems in Serie A as he does in the Premier League. Same exact problems.
But he had a lot of qualities in Serie A that he cannot put to the...
He's shown some qualities this season.
But he can't put them anywhere consistently enough as he was doing it at Serie A.
Consistently enough for AC Milan.
To be fair, he played in a double pivot at Serie A. At City, he's not really playing in a double pivot. Yeah. Some of the
that's a rubbish midfield too.
Yeah,
that's rubbish.
Hey.
That's probably why they didn't make Champions League
itself. Like you're in Serie A, different style
they finished
of play.
9th.
EPL something different. Look at Sharky. France to England, it wasn't that bad for him because they're very similar in play. You know what I mean?
And also, Sharky's good enough. Sharky will ball out on any fucking football pitch on this earth.
Liga is a league that translates very well to the Premier League because they're very similar leagues. For example, then you go into the Bundesliga. That's not the same. Bundesliga players traditionally struggle to perform in the Premier League.
No, but
because the way that the leagues play are completely different. Obviously, it depends. If you have Haaland, he's going to outperform the Premier League. But even a player like Gundogan, he took a long time to actually play well in the Premier League. He wasn't like 2 seasons. He took the 3rd season to actually perform well.
Yeah, because he was hurt.
Yeah, but he took that time to actually perform. He wasn't good in the 1st season, and he wasn't good in the 2nd season. It took all the way up to the 3rd season for him to get used to the Premier League and understand that part of the play of the Premier League.
Big up, Oriano. Thank you for... Well, thank you. Oh, sorry to interrupt for a sec. Oriano, thank you for hopping on the stream earlier. That was awesome to have you on. And also, thank you for becoming a YouTube member. We appreciate it. All right,
How old
continue.
is Oriana? How old is Oriana?
You have a player.
I don't know.
I don't know.
He stole his
You're
parents'
going
credit
to
card.
Eli Jr.
you're going
Cooper,
to the Bundes.
what, a year and a half ago is in League 2, scoring goals for fun. What's he doing at Bournemouth? Scoring goals for fun.
Yeah, but again, like
I
the
told
French,
everybody that's a great signing. He's going banging goals.
Who?
again, the French markets is
Oh, Croupier. Now everybody in our fan base wants Croupier.
What's Croupier?
but the French market is
Yeah,
very
what
good to
Croupier?
get.
But
It's
that's
very
second
translatable to the Premier
That's
League.
second division.
But again, it's still
But I
very
don't
good
look down
translate.
upon that. That's the thing.
You can go through the list in the Bundesliga. Timo Werner, horrible in the Premier League. Kai Havertz, one of the best strikers in the Bundesliga, horrible in the Premier League. Mkhitaryan, horrible in the Premier League. Like we can go on like big profile names in the Bundesliga who couldn't perform in the Premier League because the way the league plays is completely different.
Yeah,
completely different.
because clubs didn't scout the player correctly. They should have foreseen that the player might not translate here because of his skill set might not translate to what we're trying to do in this league.
If that was the case,
player's fault. The
just
player is
loan
the
him out
player.
to a different league to
I
get
can-
The player is the player. The player can only do what he's capable of doing. It's on the club
But
for
see-
having the good scouts.
The profile of player who translates very well to the Premier League is the profile of player used in the French league more often than, for example, the Bundesliga. So the it's not quality reigns supreme at every time. If you don't have the right profile, you're not gonna be good. Like if you get a player
that
who's
doesn't
not
matter
strong,
if you're buying from a Premier League team or a MLS team or a Brazilian club.
yes,
or
but you can have, for example, one of the best players in Brazilian football right now, in my opinion, one of the best midfielders,
Yeah,
Bruno Bidon from Corinthians.
Bidon.
The guy
Yeah.
will not be
Atletico
good in the.
linked with him, I believe.
He will not be good in Europe right now. He needs one more season, two more seasons to actually develop. But the guy is already probably the second or maybe even the best box-to-box player in Brazil. So
Yeah,
it's
he's
not a
up
matter
there.
of quality yet, right? Like he has the quality, but he doesn't have the. But it's not just quality. That's my point. You need to have a little bit more into you. I think the kid is ridiculous. That goal in that Depay scored in the Copa do Brasil final.
Yeah.
My word, like that turn that he makes is nuts. But
Yeah. But then the beauty
Like-
of this podcast is we might be wrong about
waiting
Bidon.
to say
He might
that for
come
a
into
while.
one of the top 5 leagues and boss it for somebody. He might.
he's not going to, because he's not
No,
going to
but
go
he
into the
might.
top 5 leagues right now.
No, but he
He's not
might.
going to go there.
But I'm saying it's not impossible. He could.
It's extremely unlikely.
Yes.
Extremely unlikely.
At this moment. Possibly.
Yeah.
Or we might be wrong. Hey, I was fucking wrong about what's it called? Who did I say would be a poor signing for you guys? I wasn't a super big fan of fucking Trafford when you guys signed him. I'm like, this guy's I didn't do anything. He's done really well for you guys this year. He's done really well. when
It's
he's
ridiculous. He could have been the starter, and
Yeah, but it's only in cup competition.
Yeah, but you can only play in. He can't go to Pep and be like, "Yo, I'm gonna."
We've seen him
poison.
before in the Premier League, albeit with Vincent Company and a Burnley team that wasn't that great. But he had
Made lots of
obviously it was his
mistakes.
first year, so but he didn't really do that well at
George,
Burnley.
George,
He was there
you're-
in the top division. He was good in the second division. That's about it.
your argument doesn't really work on this one because he played Liverpool and made ridiculous saves against Liverpool. He
Yes.
played Arsenal in a cup final, made ridiculous saves against Arsenal. He demolished the pressing style of both Liverpool and Arsenal single-handedly by playing balls in behind the
You're talking
fucking
about this
forward
season,
line.
right?
This season for City.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
No, and I'm saying I was
yes,
wrong
he
about
did
that.
badly
He's
for.
done more than a good enough job.
He did badly for a Burnley side that I don't think he could have done well, even if he was the best goalkeeper in the planet, because the team wasn't set up in a way that any goalie could perform well.
Yes. Yeah, that's fair.
Again,
Well,
this is also something. The quality of the shot stopping of the goalkeeper in the grand scheme of things doesn't really change much. You're gonna concede about as many chances as as many goals as chances that you concede. That's also something that is true. You go through the leagues.
Yeah, good. The
point-
really good teams concede chances. Like that's why Real Madrid, Bayern München. That's why there was hella chances for both teams because both teams were going forward and trying to attack.
Yeah, but what I mean is you're gonna concede about the same amount of goals as you concede chances. Your goalkeeper might save a chance or two, but then he's also gonna concede a goal from like 50 yards away. That's gonna be a rocket that's undefensible. So just make a mistake. So the quality, the quality of the shot stopping from the goalkeeper in the grand scheme of things doesn't actually matter because you're gonna concede about the same goals as you should every time.
Yeah, but why do you rate Kobel then so highly? I do too. You know why we rate Kobel so highly? Because he saves Borussia Dortmund shot stopping wise, even though he does make some errors either in build up.
Oh God! Don't mention the Champions League.
I rate Kobel because I think he's competent with his feet. He does make mistakes, but I think he's competent, and I think he's well rounded. I think he's good on crosses.
I'm surprised because I thought you'd not like his ball playing at all.
No, I rate him. I think he's a very good goalkeeper. I was actually saying I would not be against getting him for City in the summer gone by.
Ooh.
The thing, Kobo, he's very good at commanding his box, which is probably the thing that I rate the most out of any aspects of goalkeeping is the ability for the goalkeeper to for a cross to come into the box and the goalkeeper to handle it, to catch the ball, not to just punch it and punch it badly. Catching the ball. This is the single most important aspect of goalkeeping, the ability for you to catch a ball. Not to bury it, not to just slightly tap it over the bar for a corner, not to just punch it out of the box. No, catch the ball, stop the attack dead in its tracks, and then launch it forwards or do anything you want with it. This is the most important skill for a goalkeeper to have. It's not even passing, it's the ability to do that.
I mean that checks out. You got to be able to you need to hold your line properly, like especially against set pieces.
I'm just trying to. I guess you would be right technically because I think in most games of football, keepers are dealing with crosses and balls into the box more than actual shots.
And even with the shots,
and shots on goal are even more rare than shots.
And even the shots on goal, like if you go through this is a little bit of homework for you. Go into the end of every season and look at how many big chances a team conceded and how many goals they conceded, and look at the expected threat, expected goals. Fuck, I forgot the name of the thing in English. XGOT, which is the metric that judges the threat of the shot after the shot is taken and takes into consideration where the shot goes. So if the ball goes into the top corner, it's a different value than if it goes into the middle of the park. XG by itself just judges the distance from the ball to net and the angle of the shot. So the other one is a little bit better to judge shot stopping with. The goalkeeper, you're usually going to concede about as many goals as you're expected to concede. It's very rare for you to concede a lot higher, a lot under. You're going to be within 2 or 3 goals. And let's be honest, leagues are not decided on 2 or 3 goals. That's not how a league is decided.
And also, I think one thing you and we discussed this a lot when you were doing watch-alongs with us is like, or just in these kind of panels and stuff, is the difference in teams pressing us with Donnarumma.
It's massive.
Yeah, and I think that creates more chances for the other team.
Oh, of course it does. We lose the ball more often, so...
Yeah, and that's why our midfielders are under so much pressure and like why I've been criticizing them for losing the ball as much as they have.
A big part of Danny Ryan's not working is because we don't have a ball-playing goalkeeper.
So you think he'd probably have a different impact on the team? Like yesterday, I thought he had a decent game. Do you think that could? Do you think if we had seen more of like Rangers and Trafford playing together? Maybe we could see the different Rangers.
Reinders tends to play a lot better when Trafford is playing because there is more space for you to play into. Go back to the early days of the season where he was fantastic. Newcastle, he was fantastic. He just didn't hit the goal. Yesterday, he was good.
And Marmouche too. Remember, have we noticed that Marmouche has scored all his goals against Newcastle when Trafford's been in the team, pretty much? Or
no, I don't think that's much correlation between that. I think it's more because Marmouche really likes to be on the edge of the box, right? He likes to be there, get the ball, and take a shot. Newcastle's.
Wait, Sparkus, would you consider Matthew Ryan a ball-playing goalkeeper?
Matthew Ryan, you mean the USA keeper
who's been around?
For who?
I don't know enough. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know much about it.
He was at Arsenal for like 2 seconds. He was at Brighton for like 4 years when they first got promoted.
I haven't watched him enough. Okay. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, he's not really a ball-playing goalkeeper, and he was fantastic at AZ. That's when I first became a fan of him, and he wasn't really a ball-playing goalkeeper like that. And then I'm thinking at Milan with fucking with Maignan, is he necessarily a ball-playing goalkeeper? I think Maignan is competent on the ball, but not a out-and-out ball-playing goalkeeper. And Ryder still had his issues.
But that goes into the style of the league. I think the consequence of the style of the league in Serie A is that you have more space as a midfielder, so you have a little bit more time on the ball. In the Premier League, you usually don't have that extra time, but if you have a ball-playing goalkeeper, the fact that the opposition has to dedicate a player to close down the goalkeeper, that will create the space and the time for the player to receive the ball. Then eventually, when that space is with Thierry Reinders, he's going to get the ball and he's going to do something decent with the ball. Look at the goal that we scored against, I think it was the third one against Wolves, where Trafford, like 3 players drag the opposition very close to Trafford. They drag like 4 players from Wolves very close to Trafford. He finds a pass in between the 4 players into Thierry Reinders, who comes from the wide area into the central area. And he has like all of that space, all of that midfield to run into with the ball. And he chips the ball over for, I think it's Haaland, to take the shot, and he scores. That only happens because the space is there. But the space is there because Trafford found the space.
Yes.
If Trafford doesn't find the space is not there, and Reinders cannot operate into it. If the ball has to go to a centre-back, it gives the opposition time to readjust the press, and have Thierry Reinders marked.
Good goal.
If you don't go through the centre-back and you go directly to the midfielder, you don't give the opposition that time, and they'll put the midfielder have a lot more time and space.
Yeah,
that's fair. I don't know. I get your point about Trafford, but Reinders.
You said your opinion's changing on Trafford because you were
like,
yeah.
But my opinion.
You think he's better now? You think he's doing better?
My opinion hasn't changed on Reinders though.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. But
he's doing the same shit that he was at Milan, bro.
And you warned me. You warned me, and I ignored you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't.
He's a good player going that way, no doubt.
Yeah, but I don't want Reinders to be going back. I want Reinders to be going forwards. That's why I want him.
Better than Cherky. That's the issue.
But you can play him with Cherky, in my opinion, if you have a ball-playing goalkeeper.
Oh, because it allows them to be more expressive. More.
So what? You drop Semenyo and then put Cherky there, and then Reinders behind Haaland, and then what? Doku on the left or Sabinho or some shit.
Yeah, Doku on the left, Cherky on the right, Doku on the left, Foden and Reinders in the middle, Rodri as the pivot. You allow Cherky to come infield when Nunes overlaps in the left back. At the left back, he comes in infield as a third centre back.
Yeah.
Then you have Rodri at the base.
That sounds very fun. That sounds very entertaining.
But if you're gonna keep losing the ball a lot, then you cannot do that because you're just gonna have Rodri isolated by himself. So you need to be comfortable in possession.
How do you think?
We do see how often we lose the ball in the midfield, and it is specifically when Donna kicks the ball long. Because, like I keep saying, I get that he hits the City player to get the completed pass. So everyone's like, "What are you talking about? His long ball passing?" The problem is the player when it hits the player, it hits him in a spot they can't control the ball, and we lose possession every time. Watch almost every time that Donna hits it to Holland, we lose the ball because Holland cannot control it because it's just in like such a terrible spot for him. Like when he gets it, so he gets credit for like a completed pass, but then
stats don't mean
then
shit.
we lose. Yeah, but then we lose. Yeah, exactly.
The stats don't mean shit.
Yeah, so yeah, it's just
See, I wish I could show you how clubs actually use stats. I can't because obviously I have NDAs. But
yeah, we're not getting you sacked.
It's so different to what people say. It's so fucking different. Stats, the complexity of it. You have maps that reflects the possible influence of a player on every time of the pitch, calculated based on the average speed of that player at that moment and how fast he turns, so that it can calculate where the player can be at any point in time on the pitch. And whoever can get to that spot first is the player who has the control of that area. It's mental. Like the amount of statistical relevance I think that you can have from stats is ridiculous. But those things are very expensive and behind paywalls. But it's mental.
You have your own software and.
No, not actually. Most clubs actually just buy. They buy the stats from Optas and Understats and those. They buy those from those companies, but they don't buy the normal packet by scout and shit. They don't buy the normal packet. They buy a package that is like ultra millions of pounds expensive.
Yeah, and then you can create algorithm to make that data like tell you like find out anything you want from that data. You can just create different algorithms
that's basically what I do.
Run a program basically, and
that's basically what I
do.
To
get some new fucking ones because how they got Garnacho on any good statistics, I don't know what the fuck they were doing there, bro.
I'm gonna not right now after the stream. I'm gonna tell you a story about why. I'm gonna tell you a story that you're gonna laugh a little bit and why probably it's the same situation with Garnacho at Chelsea and why they made it that high.
I feel like I might have heard a similar story to you, so we'll talk about that.
No.
Interesting question. We'll start with Spy.
I guarantee you.
Footballers right now in the Prem.
Huh?
Who are the 5 best footballers right now in the Premier League, in your opinion?
I'll say Erling Haaland, number 1.
Oh wow.
I'm torn between.
Or you can just do it in no particular order.
No, I want to do it in an order.
All right, fair.
Saliba.
Okay.
Yeah, fair. I'm gonna put Saliba there. Josko Vardio, Mateus Nunes, and Ryan Cherky. Yeah.
Vardio.
That's my top 5.
Okay, mine is Iliman Ndiaye, Ryan Cherky.
Oh fuck! I forgot Igor Thiago. Take Cherky out and put Igor Thiago in.
No, also, you forgot Rodri, so
the guy might end up as the top scorer in the Premier League when Erling Haaland exists.
I said he would beginning of the season. I'll stand by it.
Yeah, and
I actually played with Igor Thiago, by the way. He was the backup striker for Cruzeiro when I was in the academy.
Yes, I forgot he's a Cruzeiro, and then he went.
He was a backup striker.
To Club Bruges.
You know how mental this is, that a backup striker in the academy days is now the second best striker in the Premier League. That's mental, isn't it?
This is what I'm saying about it's a case by case thing. Are you good enough to ball out in this league to that league to that league? It's on you.
I'm gonna tell you,
why.
There was a game where the main striker for Cruzeiro at the time was injured. The coach played me a false 9 before playing Igor Thiago.
Because you were a midfielder, weren't you? Or
I was a midfielder, yes. Yeah. I was a midfielder.
What were you, like, attacking?
I was an 8.
You're an
Yeah,
8.
I was an 8. Box to box 8.
Oh.
I modeled all of my game around Iniesta. He's
Nice.
like my favorite player of all time.
I mean, you could do worse than that.
He's also a baller. Yo, I fucking, yeah. Igor Thiago at freaking Ludogorets was good too, still.
Damn, that's two Premier League current Premier League players that Sparkus has been played with in the academy days. That's a cool story.
I would say Krupi is probably a top 5 football in the Premier League as well. So I'll go Njai, Cherki, Krupi, Rodri, and damn.
I'm not willing to put any midfielder in the top 10 this season. I'm gonna be honest.
Only because Rodri missed time.
Yeah. And I don't think Rodri was particularly good when he came back.
Yo, that Ukrainian kid, Yehor Yarmyurluk at Brentford is fucking hecky, bro. I can't lie.
I mean, Brentford's scouting system is ridiculous. These fuckers they are mental. The way that they operate is ridiculous.
Oh, Brentford? Yeah.
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 And they operate fully
from all these bookie ass leagues, bro.
But that's the thing. Brentford and Brighton are the only two teams that operate. No. Those two. Yeah, Bournemouth is a little bit different. The way that they operate is a little bit different. But Brighton and Brentford are the only two teams that exclusively rely on data to make a signing. They exclusively rely on data.
Would Alex Scott have a case to be top 5 football in the Premier League? Or is that more Elliot Anderson? Or Lewis
I'm not putting it either.
I don't understand why we're not looking at Alex Scott for because we need homegrown players, and he's pretty good. Every time I watch him, I'm like, yeah, he can make it.
What do you think is the top 5 players on the planet?
Oh, Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall, top 5
on the planet.
On the planet. Which one top 5 on the planet now?
Rodri. Pedri.
We can't put Rodri in the top 5 on the planet.
I'm still putting him on there. I know he's still struggling to come back, but he's just so fucking good, man. There's just nobody in the world that can do what he does.
Yeah, and then you might as well put Neymar and Messi and Ronaldo there as well, right?
No, because I don't think there are anymore.
I'll go Lewis Hall. Fuck it.
Lewis Hall.
Lewis Hall. Yeah, top 5 footballs in the Premier League. Cherki, Rodri, Krupi, LewisAll, and Jai.
I'll say
Courtois.
Now,
top 5 on the planet.
Got to be in the top 5. Courtois is just so fucking good as a keeper.
No, football.
I'm not putting him there this season.
All right, never mind. No keeper then. No keeper.
I'm putting Jean Garcia.
Okay. I haven't watched him enough to make that assertion. Top 5.
No,
my top 5 right now.
I'm talking about footballers ability wise.
No, I'm talking about performance. Not ability.
I'm talking about aesthetics and tech and.
Oh, aesthetics and
I'm
tech.
putting performance and
Ryan Cherky
top
sure.
5 in the world.
I'm putting performance and I'm saying Josko Fadio, Saliba, and Mateus Nunes in the top 5 of the Premier League. They did not statistically.
Coyote's been the best fullback in the Premier League this year.
I think Nunes. I'm being so impressed with Nunes.
Nunes has been good. I think Coyote's been a bit better.
He's really cut those bozos out. He had a bunch of bozos. Remember last year we were all cursing him because of the bozos? Oh, for skills, you got to say Yamal.
I never really cursed him because I know how hard it is to learn a new role.
Morgan Rogers is inconsistent as fuck, bro. That's why nobody.
Yeah.
He's been cold lately. Just like Cole Palmer went through that. He went through a purple patch season.
Rogers was awful.
My top 5 on the planet right now is Kane, Olise, Pedri, Vitinha. Not putting Kvaratskhelia, Vitinha and Jean Garcia.
Oh yeah, Vitinha got to be in there. I'd say Vitinha.
Yeah, Vitinha and Jean Garcia.
I'll say Vitinha, Pedri, Cherki, Vardiel, and I'm sticking with Rodri. He's my guy.
Vardiel, man.
Not top 5 on the planet right now. I love Josko Fadio, but he's not top 5 players on the planet.
I don't. I'm not thinking this through deep. I'm not being very serious with this.
I think Kane is clear number one by a mile as well. Kane right this
Elise
season
is
is
behind. Elise
ridiculous.
is right. You could make a case of Elise or Kane.
I haven't watched enough Bayern. I don't watch Bayern, so I can't really say.
Kane is
stupid.
I think a lot of how good Elisa is right now is because of Kane, and I don't think the opposite
But I think
is
you
true.
can say the other way around. Kane is.
I don't think
it helps Harry Kane that Elise is also playing very well.
Oh yeah, of course it helps, but I don't think it.
Do we think Kane would still be performing like this if he was still in the Prem?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Well,
The guy is ridiculous.
I'm just making. There's less space. There's more low blocks, like that
No.
kind of stuff.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. He's just that good, Kels.
Kane is a fucking.
It's just a question. That's all.
Kane is.
But that's the league agenda thing coming.
Well,
into
Kane did do well. Kane did put up good numbers in the Prem, but he didn't
Good.
put up numbers like he did.
Good.
But he wasn't. Yes.
He was playing for Spurs for crying out loud.
Outstanding numbers.
He was playing for Spurs, Kels.
Did we ever think he was gonna be nominated for a Ballon d'Or at Spurs? No, we didn't.
Not the Spurs, but not because of his ability, but because of Spurs.
Well, Kane is a fucking joke of a striker.
If Kane came to City,
2015-16, 27 goals.
I know. I know. Pep wanted him.
41, 24, 24, 28, 25, 32.
How
and
many
then at
Champions
Bayern,
Leagues would we have won if we had Kane instead of Holland?
I think too.
I think two.
Probably. That's no
It's
diss on
an
Haaland.
interesting debate to have. Yeah, it's an interesting conversation to think about because
No diss
I
on
think-
Haaland.
because
I think
because Pep
Kane
playing a
sits-
false nine system with Harry Kane would have been.
Disgusting, bro.
Pep would
I
have.
think Kane-
The walls would be white in those rooms.
Kane can speak with pretty much any striker of all time except probably R9.
Yeah.
And if you consider Pele as a 9, then Pele as well is out of that conversation. But
I none of us watched him play, so that's a little difficult for us to.
Yeah, this is just on reputation on the Pele situation, right? But if you look at Van Basten before the ACL, yeah, Kane couldn't talk to him, but after the ACL, I think it's about give or take the same level.
Yeah.
Aguero, I think he's in that same level as well.
Aguero ain't
Benzema.
I
Benzema.
fuck with Aguero, but like he ain't King.
Yeah, I think he's
so much though.
I think he's there
Kane is
and
in
thereabouts.
No, Aguero's in that tier 2, almost on the verge of tier 1. If you're saying Kane, Suarez, Lewandowski, Benzema.
I think he's above those. I think he's above Suarez.
Oh.
I think he's above Suarez and Lewandowski.
Above Suarez and Leva.
I think he
Ron
is.
Jeremy's coming back. Ron Jeremy's back. We think.
Okay, explain.
I think Suarez, he was brilliant at Liverpool, yes, but I don't think he was as good as people make him out to be at Barcelona. I think Neymar and Messi was just such a good partnership that pretty much any striker could have done very
won a
well.
league title with Atleti as well. So,
But that was also in a
Suarez at
time.
Liverpool was so good.
But there was also a time when Barcelona was in financial ruin and Messi had just left.
Atleti's fault.
And then there was also a time where Madrid was also in a shambles because of the Hazard situation.
Yeah, but that's not Atleti's fault.
Yeah, no, but again, like
Nobody
it's
thought
not.
that they were gonna win the league before that season started.
I actually said that they were going to win.
Okay, did many people share that belief though? No.
Most people are idiots in it.
Yeah, but we know this. But it nobody thought that Atleti were gonna win the league that season.
I don't know, man. Most rational people would, because if you look at what Barcelona was at that time and what Madrid was at that time, they were not good. There was an opportunity, and obviously this is not belittling. This is not making the achievement any less, right? Like Atleti did extremely well to capitalize on a bad season for Madrid and Barcelona.
Yes.
And that's what Atletico is primed for. Like they capitalize extremely well when Barca and Madrid are having bad
when
years.
Suarez left Barca, he didn't leave like, oh my God, what are we doing getting rid of Suarez? This is so stupid. It was like, all right, yeah, this guy's done. Like he's not at the level anymore. Right?
And
that was the
he had one more season in him. And congratulations, he did extremely well. But the season after, he went to Grêmio and was terrible. Went to Nacional and was terrible. Actually, he was probably one of the best players in the Brazilian when he went to Grêmio, but nowhere near the level of Suarez, right? Terrible compared to Suarez. I think Suarez and Lewandowski, they're both in that same level of that among each other. But I think Benzema and Kane are a level above both.
What about
why Aguero though?
What about Falcao in the same tier as Aguero?
No.
Falcao injuries, bro.
I know that was a problem with injuries.
Yeah,
Falcao.
I think Aguero is because of his goal scoring record. Like the guy just he has one of the highest goals per night in the Premier League history.
This is a good point. Strikers 10 years ago were peak. Like 10 years ago, we would have just said Cavani was just another guy.
I think the thing with
Cavani, but like today, he'd be a superstar because there's just a
Cavani was a superstar.
Cavani was very
like an even bigger superstar.
Don't think so.
The strikers are not very good right
now. I don't think so.
At PSG, bro.
I just think the role
And
of the
Napoli
strikers changed.
Huh?
I think the
Cavani
role
was
of the
very good.
strikers changed. It's
The
no
role of the striker
longer
definitely changed.
It's no longer, hey, let's hoof it up to the striker and hopefully they can control the ball. It's more like, hey, let's play it tactically so we can get the wingers to cross the ball and hoping that the striker can go into the net. But I think the role of the striker has been changing the past 10 years. And I think we don't have that kind of striker that we have before that can deal with this new version
There's
of what
still a bunch of young and there's still a bunch of young ones or guys about into their prime that are gonna be serious.
I think Hendrik is gonna be a ridiculous player.
Who?
Hendrik.
Oh, Endrick? Oh, yeah. Endrick has looked very good for Leon.
Endrick is a joke.
Panicelli. He is so fucking good.
Panicelli was doing really good, too, before he got injured. That was... Yeah. Panicelli was looking good for Strasbourg.
I think Hendrik is gonna probably win a Ballon d'Or before Mbappe does.
Wow. Do you think he stays at Leon, Jorge?
I mean, if we can get Champions League, it's a good way to get him another year on loan, get him more experience.
So you think it'll just be a loan? You don't think he'll...
I don't think he goes back to Madrid.
That's what I'm thinking too. I think he's just fed up with that.
I don't think... No, it's not even that. It's just because he knows that if he goes back to Madrid, he's not going to start over Mbappe.
Yeah.
And he would have to go on the right, and it would have to mean Rodrigo would have to get sold. And I don't think there's many people that would want Rodrigo at this time.
Yeah, Rodrigo's has an ACL right now, so he's
he's coming back to us next year.
But they're starting Mastrobuono. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it Mastrobuono or I can't even.
Mastrobuono.
He's not that good. He's not that good.
No, really, I mean, like he's still getting more game time during that time before Endrick. So that's the problem.
But they paid a lot of money for Endrick too. That's their issue. They paid.
Yes, I don't understand the Mastrobuono.
You don't even know. They might get a new manager, and that new manager might not fancy him as well. So it's a really up in the air.
I think Arbeloa is gonna stay as the manager. By the way,
I'm
very confident in that one.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What is it?
Arbeloa.
I think Arbeloa is gonna keep.
You think so?
Yeah.
Do you think it's because the manager market's not the greatest right now, or do you just think
they're
that's an excuse? That's an excuse. That's an excuse. You're Real fucking Madrid.
I mean, this is Real Madrid, so
true.
It's not because of the market. It's because
okay.
No, it's not even that. It's because Madrid, the way that the dressing room at Madrid works, they can't get a coach who's an authoritarian, and most of these good coaches that are out there, they are that type of authoritarian type of coaches. Klopp, Guardiola, Iraola, Unai Emery, even Mikel Arteta, whatever you want to think about.
Arteta? Imagine Arteta at Real Madrid.
Imagine Pochettino.
Mate, you have no idea how close that was. You have no fucking idea how close that was.
Oh, I've heard. Oh yeah.
He
I'd
had a
rather have Ron
contract.
Jeremy over
He
Pochettino.
literally had a contract on his hands. Pochettino.
Can I ask Spartacus a question, like a legit question?
Go on.
All right, Spartacus. Nothing. Don't think of. How did you get into working for the club? Because I'm curious. Because I really want to get into something like that. Because that's my interest in both. Because I'm doing an MBA.
We can also talk about this off air if you don't want to.
I can talk about it.
We don't want you to break your NDA.
I can talk about it. I can talk about it.
It's not really an NDA. I'm just curious how he got into it. That's all.
What exactly do you want to get into? Like, what area of football you want to get there?
Did you have someone that you knew that helped you get in, or did you have to
No.
Okay.
Look, I did all of my uni projects and education geared towards this statistical analysis, and I learned a lot of the things that there is to learn about that, and started doing literally free work for clubs. Like I went into clubs and said, "Oh, wouldn't it be nice if you did this?" And literally banging on the door of the football club and asked them like, "Oh, wouldn't it be nice if we did this?" And they said, "Okay, here's a database. Do what you're saying. If we like it, we might hire you." And I went from club to club doing that. Eventually, I got hired.
Spartacus the hustler.
So it's like independent contractor turned into hiring under the.
Actually, Jorge, what it sounds like is unpaid intern turned into.
Yeah, I was an unpaid intern for a long time. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of technically did the same thing you did once for like a marketing project for Burnley Football Club. So I understand what you're talking about right there.
Oh,
wow.
Like,
I did. Yeah.
Wow,
I did a marketing plan on how to expand their fan base in North America so they can get more fans, more money, more revenue to the club kind of thing. And how I based it off of local partnerships within the New England area, because that's where I live, and basically trying to do cooperations and stuff like that. There was a multi-pronged approach on how to do it. So they were like, we get these all the time, and then just like shut me out. I'm like, okay, fine. I'll do another one for a different club. And hopefully someone picks it up and be like, oh, that's cool. Let me see if we can try to do that kind of thing.
Yeah. Look, you gotta, one thing that really helped me is because I created a junior enterprise, which is basically here in Brazil. I don't know if you guys have that in the US, but it's like a company they create under the name of the university that you're studying, that has no real profit goal. And the goal is just for the students to learn the market and to actually work and get real projects out for real companies. So I made one in the university that I studied. I created one for football, and we went into clubs as that company to work with football clubs. That was one of the big reasons why I got my opportunity, because I got a lot of contacts with it.
Mm-hmm.
I can get I have a lot of people's phones here in Brazil that are very, 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 very important.
Mm-hmm.
And like, for example, if I want to, I have the contact of the. Actually, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna say that. Yeah, I'm gonna say that off air. I'm gonna say that off air. But like, it's because
Can I do a follow-up question? Now, the club that you're working for, is it the club you support or no?
Yes, it is. Luckily, yes.
Does it help? Does it help that it gives you an extra motivation to help your club that you support to do better, and knowing that what you're doing is benefiting them and the fan base? Does it
Not
help
at all.
So if you worked for a different, if you worked for your rivals, Spartacus, you'd be working
for them.
just as hard? You'd be working.
I worked for them.
For your rivals.
I worked for Atletico for 2 years.
All right.
I worked for them for about 2 years. So it's like it's a job. At the end of the day, it's a job. I love doing the job because I love football.
Or do you feel like every day,
job.
like going, or do you feel like it's a job, or more like, hey, I'm going to the place that I've known and loved for all my life as a kid, helping them out? I would feel like something like that, you wouldn't feel like it's a job because it's something you enjoy. you know, as compared to like if you went to your rival that you did, that feels like a chore because you have no connections or anything like that. You're just there to do it to help them out as but you can for a job description, you know.
I love what I do. I love working with football. I like the idea of working for Cruzeiro because it is my home club, but it depends. And there are days where you're just like, oh my God, I don't want to go because you're just tired, you don't sleep well, you're not really motivated. But then there are days where you're feeling good and yeah, let's go. I want to work and want to do this, and you feel extremely productive.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's a job. It's a job. That idea that if you do what you love, you're never gonna work a day in your life, it's not really true. Like, even if you do what you love,
you're doing, there's always sticky
Yeah.
parts to it. Yeah.
yeah,
There's always unfun parts to even what you love.
yeah. There are always going to be things
struggles.
that you enjoy doing, and there's going to be things that you don't enjoy doing in the job. And there are also going to be people you enjoy talking to, that you enjoy working with, and people that you don't enjoy working with. So it's a job, man. It's a job.
That's all I wanted to
I
ask.
absolutely fucking would. 10 million, I'm there. I'm fucking there.
I mean, who would?
He'll go work for Steve will work for Sunderland for 10 million.
Yes.
Wait, I worked for my Man United here in my hometown for a lot less than.
Yeah.
I worked for them for free, mate. Like,
it would be weird, but I would do it for 10 million if it was at, unfortunately, Marseille or Blackburn.
Saint-Etienne.
Yeah.
But I'll work from it. I'll work from it. I work for my rivals for free. I don't like. Look, it's a job, Lex. It's a job.
100,000, I would do it.
Like I'll.
And we've heard that before. You know, saying like it's a job, like.
It is.
So it's just a job's a job, you know, type thing. So.
Well, it pays the bills, and it's very good, and I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
I just was curious, so don't take offense. I'm so sorry. I was just curious how you got into it because I'm interested in doing something like that. Either here or
it's a really cool story. Thank you for sharing that, because that is. I'm sure a lot of people kind of wondered that kind of stuff, and
I'm not taking offense to that. Don't worry about it.
I know.
Jorge's just trying to get the deets. He wants to. Yeah, Jorge, you gotta start hustling for Rhode Island FC.
I did apply for a job there, though. I'm not gonna lie.
No, keep applying, mate. Keep applying. Keep doing it. Like, if you have anybody that you know that has contacts with people in there, obviously don't ask for a job directly, but ask for things like, what qualifications do I need to get into the jobs? Is there like something that I need to study, some kind of badge, something like that I can get that's going to help me develop, that's going to give me an edge in the hiring process and everything like that. That's like more often than not showing, and this sounds like very LinkedIn type of comment, but being on the other side of the thing, like hiring people and all of those things, just showing that you want to be there and that you're willing to do anything that you need to do to get there, it's a massive difference. It's a massive difference maker. It sounds like, oh, I'm giving you like this LinkedIn type of thing, like just do things. But at the end of the day, like, you can't control if you're going to get hired or not. You can't control if things are going to happen or not. What you can control is the effort that you put into the things and where the effort goes. It's not just putting effort, it's also putting effort into the right things as well. So that's what you need to try and figure out what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's lots of jobs in the football club too. There might be something for everyone too. Anybody, you never know what your skill set is gonna.
Especially,
what you can do with your skill set. You never know what that could be in a job because they.
Well, I can speak to Spartacus. If Spartacus is okay, like after the stream is done, I would like to talk with him. Maybe get an email, show him my resume, see what he thinks, like what kind of areas I think I would have most effective, and probably just pick his brain a little bit, probably if he's okay with that.
I'm fine. You
I
have
can give you
give me
guys.
his
I
number.
can,
Yeah.
I can share the
Give me his
contact
number.
info.
Yeah.
You guys are both on WhatsApp, so if you guys, I can
Yeah,
share
yeah.
your numbers with each other if you want.
That's fine.
okay.
Please.
See, I'm not
Please,
Martin. I'm not going to yell at Spartacus. I was just legit asking him a question about it. That's all.
Don't
We
worry about
already did the yelling. No more yelling at Spartacus.
There's no yelling. I'm a lover, not a
That's all
fighter.
good.
Okay, my mustache brings all the gays to the yard. All right. Do you not see the thing on the bottom?
Yes. I have to go now because it's
No,
about.
we'll let you go. We'll let you go, Spartacus. Yeah, go. I'm assuming you're going to the space. So everybody.
No, I'm actually going to sleep.
Oh, fair.
It's already almost
You're so
midnight
tired.
where he's at. It's almost midnight where
Anyways,
he's at.
we'll just say we'll wrap the stream up here as well because it's getting kind of late. But Spartacus, thank you so much for coming back. We've missed you. I know you've been very busy, and
Sorry about it.
we do look forward to seeing you again more in the future. But when you're not busy, of course, obviously. So thanks for joining. We'll say big up to Martin and Daniele and Oriano and Willinho, the Real Madrid fan who came on. So thank you everybody who came on. Thank you those who came over to
What about
make
me?
you, and of
What am I,
course,
chopped
Jorge.
liver?
I was saving the best for last. Thank you, Ron
You were
Jeremy,
thinking
for
trip.
joining us.
You
But,
and your thinking trip.
yeah, this has been a fun chat. City going back to the FA Cup final. Just to wrap this up. We're back to the FA Cup final. We got a little bit of a break, but we'll keep doing a couple of these late night chats just to kind of keep everyone engaged. Maybe I'll try to do something this week for Champions League. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I got some.
I can help you on that.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. But yeah, everyone, thanks for tuning in. Martin's doing a space right now on Twitter or Twitter X. If anybody wants to go hop in on
He's at a
that.
spa.
What?
But he said he was going to a spa.
Space.
A space.
Oh.
A space. He's not going to spa.
A Twitter space.
That's why
A
he's
Twitter
saying
It's a
space.
Twitter
Spa.
space. So yeah, if anybody wants to go there. Yeah, spa. Like no. All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good night, everyone.
I need best players, bro. I don't Chico. I'm not.
Come with the freaking warning.
Is this guy crying? Is he crying?